Hello, hello. How is everybody? Hopefully the day is treating you well. Oh, okay. Hey, Savage's Lamb. How you doing? Welcome in. Mad Matty, good vibes. Lady Wolf, hey buddy, checking in. I'm on a flight, but want to say hi and good luck on today's stream. Thank you very much. I do appreciate that. I hope this flight goes nice and safe. Sam with the lurk. And the bot's working now. Sweet. I didn't type that, by the way. That was a bot. Mad Matty, what up? How y'all doing? How are y'all doing today? Hopefully well. Now, I have not played this game on stream. Granted, I have played Fallout 76 for quite some time, actually. So, I've always enjoyed the Fallout series, and right now I know I finished the first one on stream. I've done a decent amount in Fallout 2, and now I'm kind of jumping around. I'm jumping a little bit ahead of the time. Granted, in the Fallout timeline, Fallout 76 takes place before any other Fallout game. But it's the most recent Fallout game. Anyway. What my plan is, this time around, Shabam! Welcome to the Wasteland. What I'm going to do, because also, it was yesterday? The day before? Something like that. The new DLC dropped for Fallout 76. The very first main map expansion. There has been other download DLC throughout its timeline. It's gotten a lot better over time. I was fortunate enough I did not start playing till after a couple of patches and updates to where they introduced NPCs and everything like that. Because beforehand, the game was a mess. The game was an absolute mess. But it's a lot better now. Still has a lot of bugs. Wouldn't be a Bethesda game otherwise. But yeah. But what I'm planning on doing is, throughout this time, I am also going to be, especially towards the very beginning, talking about a couple of tricks and tips that I've learned throughout the time. Some that I've even known about before 76 came out that applies to generally the majority of the Fallout games. So, again, disclaimer, I have played Fallout 76. This is not my first time playing through. But we are going to start a new character. Shabbat. Is it not? Hold on, it's not. I may have to restart the game. I'm hearing it through my computer monitor, not. Yeah, I'm gonna restart the game real quick. Sorry about that. Let's try this again. Try this again. Get some background music. It wouldn't be a typical stream of mine if there wasn't an issue to start off with. There we go. Yeah, I can hear the background music. I guess a little too quiet. A little too quiet. Alright. Take two. Also, again, and if it wasn't for Sam, it may be a little bit more difficult. But he helped out. Now, the thing about Fallout 76, before we really jump into it, I wanna put a little disclaimer also. If you have not played this game before, like you played Fallout 4, Fallout 3, Fallout New Vegas, Fallout 76 is not those games. It's similar if you have played a previous Elder Scrolls game, like Elder Scrolls Skyrim, and then you played Elder Scrolls Online, you would know there's a difference. Same thing here. It has the bones of what would make that type of game, but there needed to be adjustments to make it into an online game. Well, this, for Fallout 76, when you join a world, there's up to, I think, 24 other players in that area, in the map, if you will, that you could adventure around with. Well, with the new DLC dropping, the servers have been a little bit laggy. But thanks to Sam, they have gifted me what's called Fallout First for this game, which allows me to be able to create my own server. So that's what we're going to do. Thing is, though, when we're first creating a character, we start off in the public world. And any time that I'm playing, if anyone who does want to join me, if you want to join, you're more than welcome to join me. Let me know. Send or pin the details in the chat or whatever above. But for the most part, I have played Fallout 76 solo. The very first time.
War never changes. In 1776, this great nation accepted that armed conflict was the only way to preserve our rights to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. If our founding fathers could only see us now. From Antietam to Amiens, Okinawa to Anchorage, we have fought. And now, the Red Menace is at our doorstep. Democracy itself is under threat of annihilation. That is why today, July 4th, 2076, 300 years after our great nation began, we gather together to honor the completion of Vault 76. This sprawling underground shelter may have been engineered by Vault-Tec, but it was built by you, the good people of America, so that if the bombs do come, if the end does come, our way of life will endure. But not everyone will be saved. Those chosen to enter this vault must be our best and our brightest. For when the fighting is stopped and the fallout has settled, you must rebuild. Not just walls, not just buildings, but hearts and minds, and ultimately, America itself. So as we stand here today, we pray that the world will know peace. But if that is not our destiny, if war must come, we stand together knowing that here in Vault 76, our future begins.
Good morning, Vault 76. This is the Overseer. I hope you all enjoyed the party last night, even those who may have overindulged and overslept.
Yeah. So welcome in,
It's time to get
Wastelanders.
up and get out there.
Couple of notes.
We've been
This
locked
is, of course,
away
character
long
creation. And it's pretty decent.
Today,
It's generally what you would expect from like Fallout 4 and whatnot. It's nothing really like crazy.
enough. Maybe time to leave.
But
I'll
also,
never forget the day you all entered Vault
if,
76.
and I made the mistake the very first time,
You come from every
if
walk
by
of life,
chance
every
you're the
race,
type of
color, and
person
creed,
that spends forever
but you all share one very
changing how your
important trait.
character looks like, don't worry about it.
This country's
Not
best and
right now.
brightest.
Because you can change whether you want to be male or female,
You'll always be my family.
different color eyes, different hair. You can change everything, generally on the fly. As long as you're not in combat and everything like that, you can change your appearance, change everything. So, if you, yeah, just don't worry about it. Like, I'm not going to worry about it right now. I'll probably edit it later, because it's going to take me a while. I'm not going to worry about it right now. Cynic. And shipping. Alright, so now we get to play. Now, this is our room here in the vault. Welcome, welcome. Let me give you my tour. Not really. But let me let you know a couple of things. For one, if you were to rest in a bed, and you stay in here for, I think it's about 15 to 30 seconds, something like that. Says right there, resting in a bed slowly heals you. Rest long enough to gain a bonus effect. But be warned, mattresses lying on the ground can carry a disease. What the bonus is, it's generally always going to be a 5% experience bonus. You can, and it lasts for, I believe, an hour or 2 hours. But you can have different bonuses added on to that to make it last up to like 3 hours. So, there we go. You feel well rested. Now, for the next hour or 2 hours, we're getting 5% bonus experience. Something else that we can do. We have an acoustic guitar right here. And you'll find instruments all throughout the wasteland. We sit here and play it. Wanna say it? Playing instruments help you relax. Play long enough to gain a bonus effect. What this bonus effect is, and it unfortunately only lasts for 30 minutes. It increases your action point regen, I believe. Or max. It's either max action points or action point refresh. It can really help out if you're running a lot, if you're using VATS a lot, and I'll explain VATS later on. You feel well tuned. There you go. Alright. But something else also, while you are inside the Vault 76, if you want to, if you're the type to do it, you're going to want to explore. Because once you leave a Vault 76, you cannot get back in. Maybe through cheats and everything, you might be able to, but there is no legitimate way to get back into the vault. So if you want to learn some of the history, some of the lore, I'm kind of going to go over some of the things, but I'm not going to go over everything. You're going to want to explore. Like one of the things here, you have a terminal computer. You can go in here and have a couple of notes here. Happy Reclamation Day. Today is the day, everyone. Reclamation Day! We've been preparing for this event for 25 years. We're ready. You're ready. America is waiting for us, so let's get out there. The Overseer. Every vault, there is an Overseer, the boss, if you will. You are invited. Countdown to Reclamation Day. Who? Everyone! When? 10 p.m. to midnight. We've opened the remaining liquor rations and official Vault-Tec party hats. The Overseer will give a speech at 10 minutes to midnight and will lead the countdown. Have fun, everyone. Now, something else here. Play holotape. Now, we could sit here and play the holotape, which is it's actually a game. It's a game within the game. Nukatap. We're not actually going to do it. What we are going to do, if you look on the... Which way is it? This way? Yeah, this way on the lower portion. See, tab is exit, or you can press R to eject the holotape. That means now we are carrying the holotape so we can play the game on any other terminal or our Pip-Boy at a later point. So if you want to get that game, this is how to do it real easy. Now we can go through here and, you know, go look at everything. We got a little storage room over here. We got our bathroom over here. You can either take a shower, use the sink, use the toilet, etc., etc. It's pretty nice. I like it. You know, definitely going to want to turn off the TV. I'm going to save some electricity. Why not? But once you're done looking around in your room, got your Pip-Boy right here. Alright, we have now started our quest. Reclamation Day. For all these months, it's time to leave the vault. So now we can press tab. I'm using keyboard and mouse, obviously. Press tab to open up our Pip-Boy. Now there's a couple of things here. This is how you would normally look. I ended up changing the appearance. Let me actually kind of go back, and I should have done this earlier. Here in settings, I want to show a couple of things. I turn off the controller and vibration for some reason. That seems to help my game. And I can't explain it. I want to make sure, because we're starting from fresh, every single option for all the quests will be on. You're going to want to have that if you're starting fresh. Because other than that, you may get a quest and you won't be able to see it highlighted. You would have to go into your Pip-Boy to be able to find it. Advanced mod descriptions, you're definitely going to want that. If you're a numbers person like I am, you're going to want an advanced mod description, no doubt. Aim assist, I need it. Backpack visible, I'm going to put that on, so that way we can see. I always just have it off because for the most part I was always in power armor. You can turn off to where, because in the previous Fallout games, you could target a grenade when it's thrown. So you can shoot it midair, or shoot an enemy's grenade they're throwing at you before it gets to you. You can switch between any of the different options. I just put my own. Show flash muzzle effects, I like to see them. Non-explosive weapon effects, I like to see them. These two, mainly if you're building these options, I wouldn't worry about it. If you don't like seeing the intense weather effects, such as like a rad storm, I would recommend having it on, so that way you know when you're going into a rad storm, radiation storm. So you can either gear up or get out. As for display, I definitely recommend actor and item, having that as high up as you can. Personal recommendation. But do whatever you gotta do when it comes to performance. If you have a difficult time finding corpses, anything that you kill, to go loot them, you can change the option here to where they will be highlighted until they're looted. I keep it on to where they will stay highlighted until I've looted them. Now this is what I was talking about before, when it comes to why it's white instead of green, that is the typical, kind of like a lime green. I have it all the way up to where it's white, because that way I basically have a flashlight. Because if you try to use your Pip-Boy as a flashlight, it will have a green aura, but this way it will be white and it will act like a flashlight. It works out real well, and I can still see things real well as well. Now this is one thing I highly recommend turning off. Enable camera shaking. If someone is in power armor and they are running next to you, your camera will shake. If people are using a heavy weapon with explosive effects, your camera will shake. There's a lot of people, especially if you're playing on a public server, they are using those kind of weapons, so your camera will always be shaking all the time. I highly recommend turning that off. Other than that, everything else is pretty much personal preference. I'm actually going to turn the power armor HUD on for aesthetics for everyone else. I think they ended up updating it too to make it a little bit better. So, yeah. Anyway. So let's actually go, now for me it's holding down tab to use your Pip-Boy as a flashlight. And see, normally, instead of white, that would be green. Well, change that. Any which way. Alright, once you get your Pip-Boy and you're ready to go, open up the door. Here we go. As you can see, big old party. Press a V to switch between first and third person. This is what we look like. Beautiful. You can't really go into a lot of these other rooms, unfortunately. And throughout the top and all the other sides would be everyone else's rooms as well. They're identical to yours. Don't worry about it as if multiple people were to spawn in. Would be... That's where they spawn. So that way, you know, it can have a bunch of people in here and they can all play once.
Message repeats in 20.
Now up here in the cafeteria, this is one of the things I'm talking about. If you want to learn a little bit of the story, there's like a note right here. Love note. Dear Lisa, dearest Lisa, do you ever know that my heart skips a beat every time you enter? Your sweet voice rings. Milk and 3 sugars, please. In my dreams, I long to kiss you. I want. You only know me as the one who makes muffins, delivers drinks, but I am so much more. I have seen the Congo. I have visited indigenous tribes in the South Pacific. Too boastful? I want to be with you. I want to protect you. I want... And it just ends there. You can press V to be able to read it a little bit clearer as well. Fortunately, I cannot take that note. There will be a bunch of other notes that you can throughout the actual wasteland. Yeah, let's go forward. You can see that marker right there. That is your general quest marker. Any destination. You can even see in the middle lower portion, that is the compass. And you can see, depending on which way you're looking, it will also be able to help you. And it will have north, south, east, and west. This is showing us which way to go. Got Crunchly.
Hello. At last. Today is your reclamation day. I bet you're just bursting your bolts to get out there and see the world.
Let's see, so there's still no word from the Overseer.
No, and we're not likely to get one. It's been months. Besides, she left this place behind to reclaim America. It's past time you followed her example.
Well, excuse me. Do we know anything about the outside world?
Nothing at all. The exterior sensors were taken out of commission after that unfortunate business with the nuclear bombs. With so many of your friends having been gone so long, I cannot begin to speculate how they've transformed Appalachia already.
Yeah, it's definitely transformed. It's not the way it used to be. Yeah, I don't want to leave. This is my home.
It is endearing to hear how wonderful a job myself and the others have done maintaining the vault for these many months. But the food's all run out, and it's time to take what you've learned and use it. The kiosks have valuable information to help you thrive out there. Best get cracking!
Well, let's get crack-a-lacking. Thank you, Crunchly. Alright, so we got kiosk number 1. Anything cola? Negative. Okay. Stay hydrated. Line starts here. Worthy, you gonna call me up? No? No. Excuse me. You can take the purified water and the Rad-X. Consuming drinks fills your thirst meter. Open your Pip-Boy. Go into items, food, drink. Your thirst meter drains over time. It does. And it used to be to where you had to constantly eat and constantly drink to stay alive. Other than that, your health would slowly diminish. Well, they changed it to where now your hunger and thirst meter can completely deplete. It won't have any negative effects. But if you are fully fed and fully hydrated, you will get positive effects. And there's even perks that you can equip to enhance that effect even more. And certain foods, certain drinks, will also give you additional benefits upon that. So if you're really wanting to min-max your playstyle, food is one thing you're going to be looking into, most definitely.
Stay fed, stay hydrated. Very important.
Exactly. Thank you, Worthy.
Lots of water out there, almost all of it undoubtedly irradiated. When in doubt, boil it out.
Sounds good to me. Alright, on to the next. Got another kiosk right here. We got health and medications. We got a stim pack and some Radaway. The stim pack, the one on the left, right there, you may have seen it from the show. That one will restore your health. The Radaway, that one will take away any radiation you have endured. Stim pack, there's 5 of them. Go ahead, take them. Stim packs heal damage over time. That they do. That they do, and they come in real handy. If you're a power armor user, and when you get to end game, I barely ever have to use a stim pack. But I'm typically a tank. That's my favorite build. If you want to go for the most damage, what's called the bloodied build, to where you are at 25% or lower, or is it 20%? It's either 20 or 25% of your maximum health at all time, to be able to cause the most damage. But of course you can die the most easy. Anyway. Cavendish?
If you get injured, and you will get injured,
You will.
make use of stim packs. They are literal lifesavers.
That they are. That they are. We got over here. Power is key. Building supplies. Now, one of the things that has kept me very involved, excuse me, in Fallout 76 is you can do a lot of building. You can build your own little camp and everything like that, and that's what I like to do. I love to build. And what kind of crazy stuff I can build too. So, yeah. Alright, we're going to take the building supplies. Items and components can be used for crafting. Yes, you can also craft your own weapons, craft your own armor, you can upgrade your weapons, upgrade your armor. Yeah. Higginbottom?
So, about the infrastructure out there in Appalachia, I suspect there isn't any.
Pretty much. You're not too far off. Got up here. Join a team! Now that's something else that you can be on a team, whether a private team or a public team, and you can have up to 4 people, including yourself. And you can have perks or mutations or certain things that would affect how well it would affect you. Like for example, right now we don't have anyone on a team. But these are all the public teams. Got a lot of casual, which a casual team will give you bonus intelligence. Daily ops, that's something that we'll go into at a much later point. But you can create a new team, expeditions that will give you bonus experience for going through an expedition. The same just like daily ops, something much later down the road. Role-playing group for every person who is in your group, and you have been in the group for a certain amount of time. You'll get more and more charisma. Events. There are events that happen throughout the world. By completing those events, the more people that are in your group, you'll get more experience. Exploration will give you more endurance. That means more health, generally. And intelligence for a casual. Okay, intelligence, for those who do not know, not only will it help you when it comes to crafting, but it will also give you a higher experience point yield. For completing quests, for killing things, for pretty much everything. The higher your intelligence, the more experience you get. So if you want to level up quick, you're going to want to have a high intelligence. So being in a public group, being in a casual public group, will give you the highest yield of intelligence. There is a perk to where you refuse to join a group, and you'll still get pretty much almost equal, kinda, it's like a 15% experience bonus and a damage reduction and stuff like that. But you have to put perks behind it. So, any which way, we're not going to join a group right now, but we are going to take a party hat. Go ahead and equip it. Press G to open the emotes menu. These are all the emotes I have collected throughout my time. I have a lot of different emotes. Hello, everybody. Anyway, alright. Merriman.
Remember, you don't have to go it alone. Find friends, or make new ones.
Yeah, and definitely being in a group is a good idea. Alright, we're following the quest marker. A lot of these doors are locked. You can't go through them. This is the Overseer's room. Now here's something else you can do. This is the terminal. I can go through everything, which if you're wanting to learn, go through everything. And that's what we're going to do. If you want to just go on quickly as you can either play the holotape or just eject it. If you eject it, that's the quickest way. Alright, let's look at some of the reports though. 25 years after the vault doors close, you are to prepare your citizens to leave Vault 76 and begin a process called reclamation. Specifics will be decimated? Will be given automatically as the time approaches. After Reclamation Day, you are personally ordered to find and secure 3 nuclear silos, codenamed Alpha, Bravo, and Charlie. These sites are still nuclear capable, ensuring no one except Vault-Tec can access or launch nuclear ordnance. To be clear, even if there are other authorities, whether government, militia, or otherwise, their claims are to be ignored. Vault-Tec alone maintains jurisdiction. Vault-Tec 76 parameters. Congratulations, Overseer. Vault 76 is one of the most important projects that Vault-Tec has completed. No expense has been spared on building, staffing, and selecting the inhabitant of your vault. The cream of the crop of America have been chosen, including luminaries from Vault-Tec University. The special classes and instruction you've received about managing a vault do not apply to this assignment. Vault 76 is special. Your mission is to see the livelihood and well-being of all your residents and make sure they are ready to colonize America once the all-clear is received. It is to be expected you will face challenges we haven't prepared you for. Adapt, learn, and thrive. America is counting on you. Operation procedures. The day-to-day duties. Your job as the Overseer is to see to all overall health and safety of Vault 76. Avoid loss of life at any cost. The Vault residents have been carefully chosen for their unique skills and temperament. Due to the aptitude of the Vault-Tec residents, you may be presented with unique challenges in maintaining order. As a last resort, each domicile can be locked down and the resident imprisoned for the duration you deem appropriate. Enforced solitary confinement can lead to psychological issues, so factor that in. Although the vault doors cannot be opened from the inside, keep the entry clear of all unauthorized personnel. The security team will stow all weapons and munitions after the amended entry period, and will be armed solely with non-lethal devices. Like in the show, at the very beginning, she had a tranq gun. She did not have anything with lethal rounds. If America is to be rebuilt, every life in this vault is special. Preserve them all. Mandatory shutdown. Our studies have shown even after a relatively short duration of living with the amenities of Vault-Tec that test subjects can grow to depend on them. That will not do for Vault 76. After the all-clear message is received, Vault 76 will shut down all functions inside of 24 hours. Air circulation will cease last, and you should warn the Vault residents that staying inside the vault can be lethal after this period. Everyone must leave the nest. It's imperative that all residents are focused on the important job of rebuilding America. What about the archived files? Still a decent amount. Reclamation Day has arrived. We counted down to midnight. I haven't seen everyone cheer like that since Vault Baby number 1 was born. I called the lights out a couple of hours ago. Had to get security to help a few people to their beds. Then the volunteers and I got all the standees set up. It's like we practiced. Need to make the final recordings and then it'll be time to head out the door. I wish I could be there to help everyone on their way, but I know they'll make me proud. Survival first. As instructed, we set up these survival packages. I would advise everyone to run fast and far from 76 as soon as the door opens. We have no information about what awaits you. Vault-Tec says we are America's best hope. Now we'll find out. Annual review. Another year down, our mission continues. Top issues. At current count, 6 residents are under disciplinary lockdown. That's up from 4 last year. The morale officer has managed to quash the worst rumors about Appalachia. Cannibal mutants, burning rain, whatever. But tensions are high. It's generally pretty easy to maintain order. The pedigree of most of the residents is impressive, to say the least. But competence sometimes means arrogance, and arrogance means my authority gets tested, more often than it should. Hydroponics have been struggling to keep up with demand. I've been loath to institute mandatory rationing, but in 2101 that may be necessary. 76 is full to bursting with people, more than we anticipated. Top success. The award ceremonies are a great way of stroking the most hardened egos, since everyone's so damn competitive. The low point of someone losing a tooth in a fight over the Best Dental Hygiene Award. A senior staff has been exemplary, as always. Very dependable and loyal. It's been a struggle to keep our overachievers placated. But another year down, and we're still here. Vault 76 World Cup has proven to be a huge hit. The ball damn near broke the jukebox, but the energy in the atrium was just amazing. Deleted files. There's nothing there. Okay. Alright, we are going to go ahead and play it.
Overseer's log, or should I say, direct communication. Because whoever is listening to this had the moxie to try to find out where I've gone. But I'm glad you did. Truth is, I need your help. I've been given a task, and I've decided to break protocol and tell you what it is. Because if there's one thing I've learned in these past few years, it's that we need to rely on each other.
Yep.
There were 3 active nuclear silos in Appalachia before the bombs fell.
Yeah, we read that.
They blew up the world before. We can't let it happen again. So we've got to locate and secure all of the silos. Or die trying.
Yeah.
Hopefully the former. But it's been 25 years. I just don't know what we're gonna find out there. Or where to start. My directive was to go to the nearest population center and assess the situation. I'll set up a camp on the way once I get my bearings. Find me there.
Okay, there we go. Alright. Quest marker over this way. Camping made easy. Now
Still
this...
pretending it's Reclamation Day, are we?
Yes. Yes, Crow. This is the device that will allow us to build our own camps. Our own little settlements. Now, unfortunately, it's not like Fallout 4. You can't have a decent-sized settlement with multiple people, stuff like that.
Do remember the whole point of Reclamation Day? Reclaiming Appalachia? Never too late.
Quiet, Crowley. Yeah. Go ahead and grab it. Build a camp after you leave the vault. Open the Pip-Boy and press Z once you're in the wilderness. Will do. That may be a whole separate stream all in itself.
Your camp is the key to survival and rebuilding, so use it often.
I will. Now, I wish we could be grabbing a couple of things in the boxes, batteries and everything, but unfortunately, a negative. Now, we could sit here, watch the projection, and it will go over a bunch of the little somewhat hints. Not really needed, in all honesty. But yeah. We can go to the personnel terminal, check out a couple of things. Final notice. If anyone is found accessing this terminal and is not a member of the personnel department, you will be immediately reported to the security chief. No exceptions. Correspondence. Missing Nuka-Cola Cherry. Just because we're leaving doesn't give any of you the right to steal from my stash of Nuka-Cola Cherry. I've been rationing those bottles for over 20 years. If I catch any of you, so help me God, there will be consequences. About my reassignment. I realize that it may be trivial in light of present circumstances, but I would greatly appreciate my reassignment being processed before Reclamation Day. I have worked many years to pass all written, verbal, and physical tests to become sanitation engineer. Janitor. I have a doctorate of engineering from GSU, and I don't want to end my tenure at our Vault 76 as a soda jerk. Please let me have the accolades I've earned. Thanks in advance. Purge all records. Vault-Tec reclamation procedure is very clear.
Attention, citizens. Nuclear strike imminent. Please exit the area at your earliest convenience. Thank you for your cooperation.
That alert, that alarm, somebody has gone to one of those 3 nuclear silos and is launching a nuke. We're safe in here. But when you're on a public server, this can happen. So you got to be real careful on where you're at. On the map, it will show you where it's going to land, unless it's going into the new area. But I can explain that at a later point. Oh, excuse me. To be clear, after Reclamation Day, there will be no personnel department. There will be no Vault 76. Any of the projects you are in the middle of are done. If you, for some reason, can't find the time to erase your files, I'll send someone over to do it for you. You can bring it up to the Overseer if you like. Personnel files. A through F. Delete it. G through O, delete it. P through Z, delete it. Unsaved work. So we got a previous occupation, senior VP. I have no whatever. Education, doctorate of applied communications at Cambridge. White House communication director and national debate champion. Current occupation, barber. Oh, it's just going through everyone else. That's all it is. Just going through everyone else, what they've been doing, what they used to do. Doctorate of nuclear engineering. They're now the chief technician of maintenance. Yeah.
Never stop
Pulley.
learning. Be the best that you can be.
Okay. Now, it used to be to where you would pick up and level up right here, but it's since changed. So this is where you would go over different skills and perks. And I'll be going over that here soon. Go ahead, take the pen. Oh, take the pen, and took the glasses. Let's go. And this little chart here will go over the special. Strength, perception, endurance, charisma, intelligence, agility, and luck. Now in here, I got a little bit more lore. Alright, now I'm gonna talk about something right here. What is that noise? No, they're already opening the vault. No, I was hoping that was going to be dramatic, but very anticlimactic. Alright. So here we have to hack into this terminal. Now here's something that I learned from previous Fallout games. Now here at the top right here, you have 4 attempts. Okay? And all the words are what would be the password. Okay? So we'll guess poor. Well, unfortunately, that wasn't it. So that used one of our chances. Entry is denied. The likeness is 1. That means one of the 4 letters is in the password that we're looking for. So, we'll maybe guess cold. That's not it. That didn't have anything. So we know O is not one of the letters. But now, we only have 2 guesses left, but there's a whole lot of other things here. Well, something you can do, you see while you go over everything, all highlighted, but if you find something special to where it highlights, and not a word, but it highlights multiple things in one, we can find one here. Did I already miss it? I could have missed it already. There should be a few. There we go, there's one. To where it highlights more than one. I click it. A dot is removed. So the one that was right here wasn't true. So now it could have multiple different effects. It can either remove a dud, or it can also redo all of your guesses to where you can have back up to 4. So let's guess keys. Nope. So hopefully we'll be able to find one here. Ah, there's one. Okay, another dud has been removed. If we don't get it the first time, because I've already wasted a bunch of time already doing this, we'll just go ahead and move on. Yeah. Sent. Nope. So we weren't... All that's in there is some more lore, some more history of the vault and the things going on, so it's not really important. What is important is the exit.
Goodbye. Aloha. Ciao. Arrivederci. Au revoir. Auf Wiedersehen. Vaya con Dios.
Take it easy,
Buen viaje.
Alderton. Alright, let's go. Alright, so this is one of the things that they ended up changing. You can either start off as a fresh dweller, or you can start off at level 20, so you get a little bit of a quick start. They say it's the best choice, for the most part, yes. If you want to start from scratch, I personally recommend fresh dweller. But that's me. And that's what we're going to start off on, is a fresh dweller. Oh, okay, so they're still giving you a choice to where you can choose what you want to invest in. Well, if you press the T, this is your perk cards that you have. Looks like inspirational is what we're starting off with. Oh, wait, no. It's which one you want to choose. Gotcha. So it's only letting us choose between 5. That's really weird. Well, okay. I personally recommend this one. Inspiration. Because start off with a perk and it grants 5% experience when you're in a team with other people. You can even just open a public team, and even if you're by yourself, you will get benefits from this. So we're going to go with inspiration, because we're going to want to get that experience. Now once we load in, before I go and speak to anybody, I'm going to quit out of the public server and go into the private, so that way it won't be as laggy. Not all servers can be that way, but if you have a lot of people who can they can affect the server. So if we're on our own, we won't have that issue. So I'm going to quit back to the main menu. I'm going to go into a private server. Thank you again, Sam. Building the world. Attention, coming to a chat near you. In a world ravaged by radiation, one streamer dares to dive into the chaos. Welcome to Shadowless Cynic's apocalyptic premiere, Falling into Fallout 76, Episode 1. Sat on the edge of their seats, eager to see survival skills tested and mutated monsters bested. Will our heroes scavenge, build, or conquer? Well, why was that so difficult? Or will they fall victim to the wasteland's unforgiving nature? Tune in now for an adventure where every decision is life or death. Thank you, Bob. Alright. So we're starting off right here. So again, to be able to get that bonus experience, I'm going to go ahead, open this up. I'm going to create a new team. I'm going to make a casual team. Shabam. So you can see in the lower, well no, it's actually behind me. It's behind. Let me go ahead and shabam. You can see who's in the casual team. It's giving me a one-time bonus if there's more people that's in the group. We'll have more intelligence, up to 4, I think, if I recall correctly. So yeah. Why is my camera all fucked up now? Why you do this? Why you do this? There we go. Okay. Back into it. So again, we just got out of the vault. So in the upper left hand, you'll see our quest. Speak to Pennington, and then daily, at Better Tomorrow, speak to Lane. Now, the only one I'm seeing on the map is right here, to Pennington. What's up to Pennington?
Oh, sir. Those young ladies down there, they seem exceedingly alive.
What ladies?
They haven't yet made any untoward advances, but perhaps you could speak to them? Verify their intentions are civil?
Well, first though, have you seen the Overseer?
Well, yes, but it's been some time. But she was a resourceful woman. I'm sure she's all right.
Well, what's been going on out here since you've been out here?
Until quite recently, it's been exceedingly peaceful. I maintained my post, greeted latecomers out of the vault, and otherwise reveled in Appalachia's natural splendor. But very recently, it seems people have come back to Appalachia. Those two and more to boot. The non-vault sort, you understand. It's all very concerning. Who knows what they might be up to?
Sounds like you think they're up to something.
I've been keeping watch here long enough to have learned that outside the vault, people don't always have one's best intentions at heart. I'm sorry to say it, but it's the truth.
Any idea what they're up to?
Only that they appear to have some vested interest in accessing the vault. One seemed quite perturbed when I told them that wouldn't be happening, but I'm not sure if she believed me.
Understandable. Well, I'll be on my way. I'll go check it out.
Oh, do be careful out there, sir.
Will do. Got my party hat on, and let's go.
There's got to be a way in there. Maybe... Wait, a vault dweller? Hey there!
Well, hi. How are you? Anyway, side note. They recently put these donation boxes throughout the world. Gonna have some ammo. Got some grenades. And also other players, if you're on a public world, typically higher level characters will drop items in these donation boxes for you to pick up if you're a low level. Because one of the things about the Fallout community, we try to help each other. I love to help out new players. It's one of the reasons why I'm kind of going into detail a little bit, trying to help. There's also a note right here. Welcome to the Wasteland. Hey newcomers, welcome to Appalachia. A little place, isn't it? There's a lot of danger and a lot of excitement waiting for you. I got some help when I first stepped into the big, beautiful, irradiated world. I figure you deserve the same. So in that spirit, I built a little box for gift giving. A place for the haves to leave something for the have-nots. If you see something you want, take it. If not, well, you'll survive. Good luck out there, signed your friendly neighborhood wastelander. Yeah, exactly what I just talked about. Alright, so let's go speak to Lacey.
Whoa, whoa. Just a friend here, not a threat. Just had some questions for you.
You came out of the vault, right?
I thought it was empty. Wait, is the door still open?
Nah, it's probably empty now. Doubt anyone's still in there. Or the deal's sealed shut. But yeah, what's your interest in Vault 76?
My partner and I need a way into that vault.
We got a tip from the Wayward. Heard of the place? New bar down the road.
So this guy told us that...
After you gave him the last of our caps?
And he said that inside that vault is the... You know, that's where the big one is.
Our last chance to turn our lousy luck around.
Well, we could lie to him and tell him it's in there. Ask him to tell him about the bar. But what is the big one, besides my booty? No. The big one? What are you talking about?
You know, the thing that brought everyone back. The treasure.
I'm sorry to say, but I think you got some bad information.
But...
I told you, Lacey.
The guy was scamming us.
But those were the last of our caps. No. Someone has to know something. We're just gonna stick it out until we find them.
Wonderful.
Thanks for answering some questions for us, I suppose.
You're welcome.
Seems only fair I return the favor. Anything we can answer for you?
Because we have a higher charisma because we chose what we did, we can ask them. Smart, capable person like yourself probably has a spare weapon. Mind if you share it?
Oh, well, now that you mention it, I guess I could spare these. Here.
Having a higher charisma, typically you'll get better options. Sometimes if you have a higher intelligence, higher agility, higher strength, we'll give you different dialogue options. But any which way, what can you tell me about this treasure?
Happy to tell you what I know, which isn't much. Someone made a broadcast not too long back about there being some kind of treasure buried in Appalachia. We don't know what, we don't know where. With people as desperate as they are, it's meant everyone with a functioning radio's come back to try and see if they can get a piece of it.
Monsters or no?
Guy we met at the Wayward. Carter, I think was his name. He gave us a couple of leads to chase down, in exchange for all our money. Up to us now to make something of them.
Okay. Well, what about the area? What can you tell me about it?
About Appalachia?
Other than it's a graveyard?
There's that. We haven't been here real long, but from what we've been able to piece together, the area got hit pretty hard. Not long after, well, these things showed up.
The Scorched.
They're merciless. They seem to have cleaned up whoever the bombs might have missed. Without people around, everything else has gone haywire.
Sounds pretty crazy. Well, what about the world?
We both came over from Virginia. Well, what was Virginia? There's a lot more hot zones that way. And the few spots that are livable, well, they got picked clean fast. I mean, Appalachia's dangerous, really dangerous. But it's better than where we've been.
Quick question though. Did you see another Vault Dweller, going by the name of Overseer?
If your Overseer crossed our path, she sure wasn't broadcasting it. Sorry. You might ask at the Wayward. Seems like they set themselves up to be a natural stopping point.
Gotcha. Well, I'm gonna be leaving. You have a good one.
Watch yourself out there.
Alright. Gonna pick up a couple of scraps while I'm here. Now also what we can do, grab some more goodies. We run right back up here. Instead go right. You'll see a dead body right here. You want to crouch because there are some enemies down there. We got some more ammo. We got some drugs. Got another pistol and some pre-war money. Alright. So now on our map we have two markers. Now I can press escape and it's going to bring up the map. The map is pretty big. A lot of different places to explore. Down here is where the expansion is. Now, well, you saw earlier someone ended up launching a nuke. And you would see a big red circle wherever it's going to be hitting. Anywhere in here. Except for in the forest region, they can't launch a nuke here. So if you want a safe area from somebody trying to troll you and destroy your camp with a nuclear blast, build your camp somewhere around in here. And I'll show you a couple of spots at a later point that I recommend. Or, coming down here, if they were to try to launch a nuke down here, it will never actually land. Now, I don't want to give any spoilers, but your base or your camp will be safe from a nuclear blast here. But I still recommend, if you're a new player, to build your camp in this area first. The further you go, especially down here in the red area, you'll be encountering higher level areas. Higher level areas. Yeah, higher level areas with higher level creatures. So, anyway, there are two The closer one would be speaking to Lane, so that's where we're going to go. Now pressing shift will sprint, and if you look in the lower right hand side, you'll see the AP bar. That's your action points. Oh, we got some ghouls. Alright, I'm going to switch to first person for a little bit. Now here's the thing that I like that they added. You can see these bodies are highlighted because they have loot. Well, I can press R, and it will bring up all the loot and all the nearby. Got a weak feral ghoul, 3 weak feral ghouls. I can just press R, take everything. Now they're no longer highlighted. But there are a couple of spots nearby, and if you want, just take your time, go around and explore. Now, we're found some more ghouls. See, I can press Q, that's going to enter VATS. Oh, oh. That's going to be almost a guaranteed shot to be able to hit them. But the thing is, I can press Control to also pistol whip them. The thing is, though, if you shoot in VATS, it will use your action points. More stim packs off that responder Protectron. But yeah, once you get out of the vault, you can go out and do anything. You don't even have to do any of the quests. You can just go out and explore, do whatever you want. Ooh. I'm gonna go the route, and fortunately we didn't luck out. It's just a regular settler. If you come down over here to this area, sometimes a special NPC will spawn here that you can recruit. To your camp. Unfortunately, we did not luck out. But we can still loot the area.
We got company.
We do? We do? Where? I want to shoot a beaver.
That was horrible. Huh. I'll need some new clothes. I'm getting real muddy.
Cool. Why would they have a gold
Gotta
fort?
keep a lookout for raiders.
Gas canister. We're going to get some wood. We're definitely going to be needing it to build. Okay. Anyways, we're getting a bunch of different junk and scrap and everything, and I'm going to go over a couple of things that will help pick up everything.
Oh, I'm sore all over. Building this place up is hard work.
Okay, I'm just going to take everything, reason being, and I'm going to explain everything later. Actually, I am going to kill one of them. Get some wood scrap as well as some more meat. Any which way. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, sometimes there's like a creature. I think they're called owlets. The only way that you can get a recipe to cook with that meat is if you ended up killing one and picking up some of the meat. Any which way. Any which way. Alright, let's go down here. There is fall damage, so do be careful. You can get certain things that will help mitigate that. Got a bunch of cats. And I'm sorry to say it. Now you can see that their name, it's not red, it's white. That means they're passive, they're friendly, they're not going to attack. These ghouls, on the other hand, see, they're red. Hey!
Lumberjack Protectron does not want to lose Lumberjack.
Oh, take everything. Give me everything.
Labor.
Oh, I remember what I was going to say. So you have your own personal stash so you can store everything.
Selves around here somewhere.
Which actually,
Or are we
see
out
it?
already?
Yeah, right here.
Suppose you can set a broken leg. Asking
No.
for a friend.
No, I can't. Sorry. You will find these things all throughout the camp, all throughout the world. You'll even at someone else's camp, you'll find a stash box, but it's still technically your stash. Every character can only access their own stash. So, we don't have anything in here because, of course, we just started.
If you want a safe haven, go to our headquarters in the refuge. In the old
But you can see right here, it's 0 out of 1,200. You can only have 1,200 pounds worth of items that you can put into your stash. So, with that being said, you're going to want to be a little bit selective on what you loot. Because if you just loot everything, you're going to become overweight very, very quickly. The reason why I am looting everything,
We're always welcome here.
we could lockpick that, but I'm going to get into that later. I did not know that was locked. Actually take the beer as well. The reason why I'm looting everything is the reason why also I have a private server. Another benefit of having Fallout First, you have access to other scrap boxes. Unique ones that have unlimited weight for scrap and for ammo. So, now there are other also workbenches that you can go to. I'm kind of jumping all over the place and I apologize. Tinkerer's Workbench, Power Armor Station. You can see the options right here. Craft, scrap, or modify. Well, I'm going to press R, I'm going to scrap, which will bring up the menu, all the items that I have, and you can go up here at the top and sort them how you like. Go over here to junk, and I can go down here to scrap all. And scrapping all will break everything down to its base things. So like an aluminum can will give me aluminum and lead. A ball peen hammer will give me some wood and steel. A beaver tooth will give me some bones. Giggity. Beer bottle will give me glass. Combination wrench will give me steel and lead, etc., etc. Just scrap all, shebang. Now I have a small Vault-Tec supply package that you get when you get in the vault. I would not scrap this until you know that you have space in your storage. Because right now it just weighs 1/10 of a pound. The moment that, because you can look at it, well no, it's behind the camera. Right now I am currently at 109 out of 165 pounds that I can personally carry. So we're at 109. I'm going to go ahead and scrap everything. I'm now at 118. So that added 9 pounds when just having that in the container was 1/10 of a pound. So you can also just store that in your stash and it will only take 1/10 of a pound. Well, now let me show you. You open up your Pip-Boy here, and if you press V, it will bring up this, which I personally like better. I think it's more clean. I just like it better. Click on item, and you scroll over here to junk. Well, on the bottom here, there's component view. Click on it, see, and now you're going to see everything here. Adhesive, aluminum, cloth, copper, concrete, etc., etc. I have everything here. Well, what I can do is if you're looking for something, such as aluminum, press space. So now, anytime any item would yield some aluminum, it's going to have that little magnifying glass. So it's going to let me know, oh, okay, this is what I need. I'm going to turn that, actually I'm going to keep that on. Yeah, I'll turn it. So that way, yeah, it will help it easier for you to be able to find certain things that, whatever you need. Anyway.
Don't let the wasteland
Let me grab some more goodies because I'm a greedy motherfucker. Give me everything. Give me everything. I'm a loot goblin. Gimme, 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 gimme. Anything else? Give me everything. Again, I do not recommend doing this if you do not have Fallout first. Ooh, there's a note here. To Addie! Dear sister, I hope this letter finds you well. I hope it finds you at all. If not, then it's good therapy, I suppose, though. Small comfort. I have many regrets about how we parted, but I hope you and Father will forgive me for my arrogance. I believe wholeheartedly that fighting those bandits was the right course of action. I saw you both as cowards, unwilling to stand up for yourself. A disastrous outlook. I should have joined you on the caravan. I had the chance. Instead, I lost my family and nearly lost my life. I've settled in well with a group here in Appalachia. They call themselves the Responders. They're good people, and they want to build a peaceful world like how home used to be. I believe in their mission, and though it will be a long road, I thought we could at least be able to carve out a little niche of civilization for ourselves. Because I, regrettably, have some combat experience. They're calling me a constable and asking me to keep the peace. I empathize with the mission, but I'm not a fan of the title. It's not who I am anymore, and I didn't want to protest. They've been so good to me. I hope that one day you and Father will return from wherever that caravan has taken you, and I can show you the home we're building here. You don't have to stay, but maybe we'll convince you that your brother's not such a bastard after all. If that's too much to ask, then I apologize. You need the best, Elaine. Now I can press space to go ahead and take that note. And I'm going to because I take everything. Give me everything. You'll also find certain posters throughout the world, like this one. White Springs Responder poster. You can go ahead and read it. And you'll see in the upper right hand corner, I now have a new quest. Go to the White Spring Refuge.
If you're looking for
Want help? Need aid? Stand together. Rebuild America. Visit White Springs Resort. Any and all are welcome. Give me loot.
I bet you didn't know we stocked.
Another note. Quartermaster's report.
It's a delicacy.
Hi, Rucker. Madam Rucker. General. Quartermaster-in-Chief. Anyway, we're sending in my usual report. We've scavenged quite a lot of unusual junk. Much of it very unhelpful when it comes to you knowing surviving.
I know what the settlers are going
to you, no, surviving. For instance, my record indicates only 6 cans of cram, but nearly 90 bottles of beer, which is great for morale and for keeping our lookout so cross-eyed they couldn't see the scorch coming from a mile away, but not so great for nutrition. I also have to say that I apologize if I'm stepping over the line here, but I do not agree with the policy we are giving away all of our bandages and canned goods in the name of world peace or whatever we want to call it. I know, I need to bring it up with Lane. I've tried being passive-aggressive about it, emphasis on the passive, of course, but he hasn't taken the hint. Maybe you could send him your own passive-aggressive letter, emphasis on aggressive, please? It would be very helpful. Signed, your humble servant, June Saver, Esquire.
You know what's always
Give me the note. And look, there are 2 vending ammunition and medical supplies. I do not recommend using either of these. It will cost caps, money, gold, well, money. To be able to get them, you will find them throughout the entire wasteland. Do not worry about it.
Just to escape for a while.
Psycho and so, please and thank you.
Yes, I am good at my job. Thank you for
More
asking.
goodies, please and thank you. Give me everything. I'm going to go back over here real quick.
Let us know if you find someone in need out there.
I am going to scrap all of the junk.
Lumberjack.
I can also go to weapons. Now this is something else.
Desirable wood product.
I would recommend still at least to start off with looting weapons and armor. Reason being, short hunting rifle. I'm going to go ahead and scrap this. I get stealing wood. Crafting item unlocked. Calibrated receiver. If you scrap weapons and armor, the higher your intelligence, the higher chance that you can have to be able to learn an upgrade for said armor or weapon. Doesn't do it with everything, but the majority. Pipe revolver, severe receiver, pipe pistol, BD receiver. What about a machete? Nope. Nope. Lead pipe. Get a spiked for the lead pipe. Or a heavy. Now, you're not going to need any of the throwing knives. I'm not one to use them. If you are, cool. I don't. Armor. We have full set of leather armor. We're gonna go ahead and hold that. Alright, while we're here,
Hey, friend. Can I get you anything?
let's speak to Lane. And while he's talking, I'm going to go grab a drink.
Have to come together.
Hello there, stranger. Where'd you come ambling in from?
How are you holding up?
Boy, Onyx, you go boy. Go boy. Oh. You know what? I want to turn on that fan.
To volunteer or just to
You
escape for a
put-
while? I wish that Brotherhood would share what they've learned with the rest of us. It could benefit so many.
We're gonna reach over here. Oh wait. What are you? Headshot all tangled.
Now I know what the settlers are going through.
Today was going to be Onyx's debut on stream. And I thought the cone was going to be removed, because he was also getting the sutures and everything removed. They recommended keeping it on for another 4 or 5 days. Excuse you. We're not talking to you. Get out. Go. Go. Okay then. So yeah. Thank you. So they're asking where we were coming from. Well, we came from Vault 76.
One of those vault dwellers, are you? I've heard tell of your kind. Solved a lot of problems. And caused a lot of problems from what I hear. You wouldn't happen to be one of the problem-solving kind, would you? I could use one of those right about now.
Remember.
Oh, excuse me. Let me introduce myself. Name's Lane Platt. I'm with the Responders. We're a band of self-titled do-gooders around these parts. Appalachia's filling up fast, and we're trying to keep everyone hale and healthy and off each other's throats.
Good way to do it. Oh, that's definitely a noble goal.
I like to think so. It gives me hope that we can one day right all the wrongs in this world.
Let us know if you find someone in need.
Now, there's a lot going on in this neck of the woods. More than I can tackle myself. You got ferocious beasts roaming the forest, creepy cult moving into the caves, and all manner of people about ready to go to war with one another. All that is to say, I could use a hand. And I'd be willing to pay you for yours. What do you think?
Something for you to do.
Well, now, if you're just looking to do the main quest,
Hard work pays off.
speaking to Lane isn't really neat. Because if you look in the upper left, there are 3 quests. Responders Reborn, Wayward Souls, and Daily, A Better Tomorrow. Well, the daily means this is a daily quest. But if we're going to level up, this is what we need to do. Also, just to let you know, and it's of no huge importance, nothing would be really locked behind it or anything. But if you do certain quests, I'm trying not to spoil anything. If you do certain quests or certain events or do certain things before other things, it can open up a new pathway. It will always lead to the same goal, generally, but it will open up a new pathway. Anyway, yeah, I'd love to help.
That is just terrific. Thank you 1,000 times over. Let's see what's going on today. We've had reports that a dangerous cult, the Cult of the Mothman, has moved into a cave system nearby. They're part of a larger organization that extends all throughout Appalachia. And learning more about them will help us combat their spread. I'd like you to go into those caves and gather some of their ritual artifacts for study. You'll earn a fine commission for returning them to me.
Well, yeah, just leave it to me, no problem. I'll go ahead and help you. It's not like I'm being awkward and, you know, looking in the opposite direction while I'm talking to you. Anyway, what are you hoping to learn from these artifacts?
Anything we can. Gleaning any information about the cult's rituals, organization, or beliefs could lead us to ways to stop their spread and limit their influence.
Alright, we'll leave it to me.
Be careful. Cult of the Mothman is dangerous. They'll no doubt protect those artifacts with their lives.
Alright, so now you can see that
Be careful searching for those artifacts.
that quest updated. Now I have to collect 4 cultist artifacts. I noticed I missed a
You're always
screwdriver.
welcome here.
See that?
I'm exhausted, but the work
Some
never
duct tape.
ends.
You're not going to worry about that.
Love being out here in the wilderness.
I am going to look at the map. Yeah, we could go up there and do that, but I think we're going to skip that for now. Go ahead and head out. Let's head to the Wayward. Oh, you know what? Before we do that, I want to talk about something else here, which is the perks. Okay, so we open up our Pip-Boy, I'm going to press T, and that brings up our special list. So I don't have any strength, perception, endurance, charisma, intelligence, agility. I don't have any of those except for one charisma perk. And you get more perks as you level up. Now every level, you will get a new perk card that you can pick. And I'll go more into it at that point. Late game wise, you can go up here to legendary perks, and you can choose legendary perks that would affect you in a drastic way. Now, I think the first one, when you get to 50 or 100, it will unlock, and then every like 50 or 100 levels after that, the next one will unlock, I think all the way up to level 300. And I'm way past that point now. But we'll look at that at a later point. If you're just starting out, don't worry about legendary perks. They can really help out. Like, really good quality of life. Like Master Infiltrator. Anything that's locked, I interact with it, it'll automatically be unlocked. Just like that hacking terminal, or when I went to go pick lock that lock, it would automatically be done for me. But it's only level 0, and I would need to level that up each and every time. Now for every, you can have all the slots unlocked, but it's unique for every character to have them on their stars. So like with my main character, I have every legendary perk at max rank. But new character, they all start at level 1. So, yeah. Not worried about that. I can talk about them at a later point. And as I level up, I'll also go into more details about that. Which I think, yeah, we are so close to actually leveling up. So very close. Alright, and also if you look at the map, or look at the compass, should I say, in the middle you'll see kind of like a tractor on a field. And it's kind of see-through in comparison to like that building. And you'll see a little hut that's also not colored in. The colored in ones means you have visited that location. You can even look at the map. The lumber mill, we've been there. But there's no house, which is up there somewhere. I can't remember where. So if you see it on the map, and it's transparent, kinda, that means it's an area nearby you that you have not discovered yet. And if you discover it, you'll also get some experience. And the higher your perception, the further away you'd be able to see it. Just an FYI. Ooh, we got movement. So look, I got a 33, 32, and it's going down. But it takes up my action points real quick. Loot everything. Give me all the loot. All the loot. Gimme. See, I just got 22 experience. And the higher my intelligence, it leveled up. Okay. Once I clear out this area, and I make sure it's safe. Because oh shit. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and crouch. Alright, we've leveled up. So you can see in the bottom here, I can press T and I'll level up. Now I have an option. I can choose one of my special points. If I want to get one more strength, one more perception, endurance, charisma, etc, etc. Now, I even said earlier, intelligence gives you more experience. But for now, I want to get another charisma point. The reason being, I can now rank up inspirational. And you can see there are stars. Well, it can get up to 3 stars. But the thing is, you're going to need more charisma to be able to equip inspiration. So right now, because we have, well, I think now we have 3. So if we had, we could now equip a rank 3 inspiration. If you only have 1 charisma, you can only attach a card that's rank 1. You can see in the upper left hand of the card, it's it's 1. Well, we're going to rank up our inspiration by getting another card. We'll get us up to 10% experience. So now we're going to merge these cards to make it a 2-star. See, we have 3 charisma. So at a next level, we're going to invest our points into intelligence so that way we get more experience. But we're going to choose a different card. And I'll go into it at that point. Trying to sneak up on me? Ain't gonna work, sonny. I just shot him in the dick. There's another workstation right here. I'm gonna go ahead and scrap everything. Because we were getting overweight. Because, like I said, I am a greedy motherfucker. Go ahead and clear out this house. There's probably some more loot in here. So there might also be some more scorched. Called it. A lot of glass. We're not going to need a whole lot of glass yet. We don't have a lot of plans to build things that require glass. We can take the beer, because of that we can sell. Perfect timing, actually. So throughout the world, you will find different comics and bobbleheads, different collectibles. This is Tumblers Today 3. I'm going to go ahead and take it. I'm going to open the Pip-Boy here, go into Items, and it should be under Aid. Tumblers, yeah. So, picks locks at 1 higher tier. So we will basically, if we're at 0, we can now lock pick 1, rank 1 locks. If we got 1, then use this, we'll be able to pick lock 2. It's only for a couple of minutes though. Oop, nope, I don't want to do that. We got another note. Message to Sammy. Responders don't know shit. Every night, there's more of them in the sky. Brotherhood warned us all. Defiance has fallen, they said. What the hell does that mean? Supplies running low. May try to get Abby way over the mountain. To get to Abby way over the mountain. Free State's gotta know more. Sammy, you read this? Get to Abby. Straight east to the Red Rocket Megastop. She knows the Brotherhood of Steel better than anyone. May angels look after you because sure as shit, nothing else will. I hear a kitty. It's a kitty. Cheswick the Second. Get all the goodies, please, and thank you. We don't want to take a cat. You waiting for them to come back? I'm sorry, Cheswick. You're gonna have to wait for a very long time. Well, I love pets. They're very loyal, but to a fault, unfortunately. Alright. Let's keep it going. Oop, we got some more movement. Nailed him. Also, you'll see some of these throughout the wasteland. I would be somewhat careful about it. Now, I'm going to go ahead and do this just to let you know. You can go up to them, search them. You hear that? Now, being near it, I'm getting radiation. If you hit them, you walk into them, anything like that, it will leave a radiation aura. So do be careful. Do be careful. And at a low level, radiation can be deadly. All the goodies, please and thank you. Anything else? Now, also about loot throughout the world. See? One of them just exploded. Yeah, it was that one. There is a refresh, if you will, of loot. So, like, even though I've just looted these areas, eventually... The hell? A mole rat. Multiple mole rats. Where the hell are they going? Got a feral ghoul over there. All the loot will reappear eventually, but not necessarily on a timer. It's on how many other times you've looted. Mole rats freaking me out. You've looted other things. I think it's when you've looted, I think it's 255 or something like that. It's a pretty high number. So once I loot 255, we'll just say that number. Other things like the toolbox, then the other stuff will now begin to reappear. Unless somebody's looted it already. Now, in the lower left or lower right hand corner, you'll see a pill, a kind of like a soup with heat, and then a red one, weight. Meaning currently we are overweight. So just moving normally, you'll see is draining my action points. I cannot sprint. I can only walk. So we're going to go ahead, scrap all the junk again. And if you heard that noise, that's telling me we're now no longer overweight. Go ahead and scrap all this stuff. Unlock more plans. There we go. And that music is going to get me copyrighted. I'll leave that. But we're heading off to the Wayward. Let's kill a couple more things. Okay. You can also see on the screen here, crit. When that bar fills up, and that's by using your VATS more often, it will fill up that meter. And you can do a critical hit. If I hit space, and then shoot, it will be a critical hit, and even though there's only a 30-some-odd% chance to hit, it will always be a 100% chance to hit on a critical strike. Oh, excuse me. Let's go ahead and put away our weapon, so that we will not be taken as an enemy. We mean no harm. For now. I'm such a bad shot. Why do you have a tablespoon? Anyway. So this is the Wayward right here. You can see that. Well, you can also see the sign right there. There we go. We just got a bunch of other miscellaneous quests. Gotta craft a weapon, craft a piece of armor, and place your own camp. Well, we found the Overseer's camp. Now, if you remember what she said earlier, she was going to place a camp for us, and we just found it. This is her camp device right here. So we're going to take some items, good stuff. Alright, and this is a weapons workbench, so we are going to go ahead and craft, and the things that we have learned through scrapping things and whatnot, we can now build. We don't have a lot of plans yet. You won't when you first start out. Like, for blunt weapons, we can either build a board as a weapon, but because I've played the game and have unlocked this plan from my account, I can build a different weapon. So we're going to ignore that. Just starting off, so that way, just to complete the quest and whatnot, I recommend going to throwing weapons, throwing knife, just build one. It'll only cost you 4 steel. Shabam. Something else, weapons and armor, weapon conditions degrade as they're used. So like the pistol, you can see the condition of it. Get a little bit of a closer view. Nope, that's not what I want. You can see the condition right here. It's beginning to go down. And the more I use it, it's going to go down and it's going to finally break. It will not destroy the weapon, but I cannot use it until I go to a workbench and repair it. Then over here we can see the mods on the weapon. Just a standard everything. Alright, for armor, it says craft a piece of armor. Well, I have a lot of different headwear and outfits. You may not, starting off, you may not have them, so gonna have to ignore that. So we're just going to go, and same with Under Armour. Probably don't have access to that either. Go to light armor, and you can see the requirements on the left. So we got left arm, right arm, etc., etc. The arms and the legs will cost less than the chest piece. And we can only build a level 1. They'll go up intervals at, like, for certain armor, it'll be level 10, some of them level 5, some of them level 15, and they'll jump, it's very odd in that fashion. So there are some armor that you can't even use until level 50. So, we're not going to worry about that for right now. I'm just going to build something small, level 1, to be able to complete the quest. Armor condition degrades as you take damage. Correct. Alright. Now, since we're down here, and we're going to be going back to the Wayward rather often. So I recommend actually placing your camp nearby here, because you can always travel back to your camp, fast travel back to your camp for free. If I wanted to, continue playing. If I wanted to, like, travel to the, back to the lumber mill, well, it's going to cost me a cap to be able to fast travel back there. And it's depending on your level and the distance. Level 50 is the, not the max level, but it's where the kind of the mid to end game begins. You will not find weapons or armor past level 50. Everything is generally either going to be level 45 or level 50. I've been hearing rumors that it's going to change to up to level 70, but I cannot guarantee that. For right now, at the time of this video stream, 50 is the highest that you'll find, or 45 for some weapons or armor. You can also, like for me, for my high level character, level 700 and something, I could team up with somebody who's level 5, and it will still be the general same, because one Appalachia, if you will, or whatever, while the enemy would be a level 5 for you, it would be a level 100 for me. And that's generally where the enemy levels will end, is, I think, maximum at 100, except for special bosses. I think they're a special case. But your general enemy that you'll find throughout the world is maximum level 100 from what I can recall. Anyway, so what we're going to want to do, we're going to want to place a camp nearby the Wayward. I personally recommend, over here, you'll see these two NPCs, the Brotherhood Hopeful and Brotherhood Initiate. Now it can change at random, but I recommend building your camp nearby here. Reason being, this is the first resource node nearby here. There are other places that have better ones, but this one is very close to the Wayward. And this is also one of my favorite places to build a Brotherhood of Steel themed camp. And that's what we're going to go for. So I'm going to press Tab to bring up my Pip-Boy, and by pressing Z, I get to place my camp. Now it's showing the radius of the area that I can build. Okay? Now I'm going to build, and you want to make sure that this node is within the green circle. So that way you can build a concrete extractor. Because you're not going to have a lot of concrete to start off with. Here, if you're able to power the extractor, you can get a passive amount of concrete constantly coming in for you. And there are other nodes, better nodes, throughout the map that you can find that will give you better materials. But again, this is the place that I recommend starting off with. Now, let's just put it right there. And also, here's another little side note. You see how I'm placing this through and those things disappearing? That's letting you know that if you build something there, those things will disappear. No problem. No problem. So that way it will not worry about, you know, destroying anything. Well, certain things, like say, trees and whatnot, like that one, will be destroyed. But something like this tree, you see how it's not going through, it's actually going up and around it? That means that tree, if you're trying to build around this area, you will not be able to build it, and it will cause issues. So, just be mindful. You can use it as kind of like to bulldoze things, to be able to see, oh, okay, well, I can build here a lot easier. Just a side builder's note. So we're going to build right here. Place camp? Yes. So we're just placing it. We're not going to really worry about building anything right now. I'll probably build a little bit more later. For now, this actually might be a good idea if just build. Now by holding down V, it's building up the menu. The things I'm going to put down right now are the scrap boxes I was talking about before. If you scroll all the way over, there is stash boxes right here. So now you're not going to have all these options. You're going to see like some of them have that the no sign, if you will, or the locked sign. That means you can't build them. You don't have the plans for them. So, yeah. You just can't do it yet. And you can press V if you want to go into free cam, and it makes building a lot easier in a lot of ways. But any which way. The things we're going to build is the scrap box,
whatever it takes,
and the ammo box. Now I'm just going to go ahead and also put the stash box right here as well. Yeah, items put in your stash box are accessible from any other stash box in the world.
The Brotherhood needs
comes in real handy. But now these two are only accessible if you have Fallout First. They do not have a weight limit. Our stash box has that 1200 weight limit that I went over earlier. The scrap box that you can put all of the junk in does not have a weight limit. So you can scrap and store it all. And it all goes in there.
I wonder what
now here's the thing. You'll always be able, if I'm building stuff, I'll always have access and it will take from the scrap box. And even if you do not have Fallout First, you can still take items out of your scrap box and your ammo box. No worries. Like I'm going to put all the other ammo that I'm not going to be using in here. Now once I no longer have Fallout First, I can no longer put ammo or scrap into these containers, but I can still take them out. So don't worry about it. I recommend at least getting 1 month of Fallout First, and then ending it at that point. Reason being, you unlock a decent amount of stuff, and you get to keep that stuff on your account.
The Brotherhood says they'll build us a better tomorrow.
There are occasionally free trials of Fallout First that will happen, to where you can access the scrap box and ammo box that you can put items in there. They randomly happen. If you want to keep an eye out, I highly recommend doing that, and so that way, if you have a bunch of scrap and ammo in your stash, you can then put them in there to keep up some, keep the weight. Anyway. Yeah, we have a bunch of apparel that we ended up finding. Let's go ahead and just put all this stuff away. Hard hat. No weapon. Yeah, we're good. I think we're good. All the other stuff we're going to be selling. So yeah. Alright, let's go to the Wayward. Let's go to the Wayward. And over here at the Wayward, you're going to see another one of these donation boxes. Pick up some more goodies. Let's begin our quest. The team-only interior. And now here's the thing. And I can't really see it behind the camera and whatnot. But in a party, there is a team leader. And since I'm the only one in the party, I'm the team leader. And say that we're going in there. We're going into an interior. Well, the team leader will always only have one option, if I recall correctly, to go in there. But the other three will have two options. They can either join the team leader, and they can help them progress through that area without affecting their own story, or they can go into their own, separate from the team leader. So you don't always have to work with other people if you don't want to. If you're in a team with them, you just don't want to play with nobody, no worries. You don't have to. You can still get the benefits of being on a team without actually teaming up with them. So yeah, only you and your teammates can be in the interior. Friends and strangers cannot join you. Make important story choices that have large consequences. That's very true. And progress is saved less frequently than in a solo interior. Be sure your quest has been checkpointed before leaving. What I'm going to do right now, because I know what's coming up. Now, I don't know if you remember, there are some things I was talking about having benefits when you eat and drink. So right now you can see in the lower left, the knife and fork, we're at full. The water, we're at full, so we are fully hydrated. So if you look at stats and effects, we're still well rested. Vault fed. Hunger and thirst do not increase for another hour. Fully fed, we have max hit points, strength, and disease resistance, AP regen, and endurance, and disease resistance. Oh, excuse me, so that's definite benefits. Let's go to items. Like mountain honey will give us more charisma, more strength, but we lose 1 intelligence, but we also get max hit points. Fancy lad, we get 15 health back. It will heal us. Same with purified water. The beer will give us strength and charisma, but we will lose intelligence. So yeah, we have all these different options. Now we do have under aid different drugs we can take that will also give us a boost to certain things. So if we take buff tats, it will give us plus to strength, plus to endurance, and plus to perception. Which I'm going to go ahead and take the buff tats right now. If you constantly take drugs, you will become addicted to taking drugs. Same with alcohol. If you drink too much alcohol within a short time, you'll become addicted. And you have to take Addictol to lose the addiction. Otherwise, if you don't take what you're addicted to, you will get a debuff. I'm going to go ahead and take the buff tats. I'm not going to get addicted because it's the first time that I took them. I'm not going to worry about looting everything
Lady, I
else.
will paint the walls with you if you don't tell me where Crane's treasure is right now!
Sweetheart, I think you must be sick, because pointing a gun at me in my own bar is a terminal affliction. Look around. You think I'm having my people piece this place together out of mobile home? Honey, you picked the wrong time to get a drink.
What are you? Hey! Who the hell are you?
See, now we have different dialogue choices. This is read out because I do not have 2 luck. I can either attack them, talk to them, or I can do one of the special dialogue choices, either higher perception or higher charisma. Let's try being charismatic. Why don't you put the gun down, friend? You're outnumbered. Let's talk.
Outnumbered? Shit. Fine. But don't think this is the end.
Only for you, honey. No one pulls a gun on me in my bar. Mort! Get out here!
Yeah? What, Duchess?
Jesus! You let one of those monsters in here?
Hey! You want to see if there's a tomorrow? Then I want you to tell me where you and the rest of your numbskull crew is hiding out. What the... Mort, what was that?
Called me a monster. Alright, what? He was gonna kill us.
You know, we could have asked him some questions.
Oh, you know what? It's safer this way anyway.
I suppose. Now I'm hoping you're here to have a drink and play nice. I've had a gun pointed at me more than enough for one day.
Now, I haven't really come across this to where if you have your weapon out and talk to them, it can have an effect. Because like in Fallout 1 and 2, if I were to have my weapon drawn to go and speak to somebody, it would have negative effects. I don't think that's the case actually in Fallout 76. So don't worry about it. You're fine.
Well, not exactly the introduction to the Wayward I would have hoped for. Well, sorry about that, darling. First round's on me. Name's Duchess. There's something I could do for you.
What was that all about? He said something about a treasure.
Your guess is as good as mine, sweetheart. He busted in here saying I needed to turn over the location of some fellow named Crane, who I guess I must have served at some point or another. Since then, a steady stream of miscreants has been making my life irritating. Not exactly good for a budding business.
I hear you. I hear you. I'm currently looking for an overseer of Vault 76. Have you seen her?
Overseer, huh? So you must be the one. No, I haven't seen her, but I have heard her. My people found a tape she left behind for one of her dwellers at that camp across the way, though it is a bit out of date now. Maybe you're the one she left it for. I'm happy to hand it over. Though, now that we've drifted naturally onto the topic of helping one another, maybe there's something you could do for me in return.
Naturally. Alright, well, and you'll give me the Overseer's tape in exchange? For what exactly?
Just agreeing to lend us a hand in a little diplomatic intervention. See? That boy we put down? He's not the first of his crew to roll in here. But I want him to be the last. Normally, I'd send my people out to clean house. But my muscles run off, so I don't have the bodies to spare right now. But I'm willing to pay good money if you put an end to this for me. So, what do you say?
And you promise you'll give me the tape if I help you with this gang? You know what, no. I'd like to hear this plan first.
Only seems fair. The details, then. Now, each of these boys came in asking after Crane. I'm thinking we can make that work for us. How would you grab the attention of a bunch of single-minded thugs?
Now, if we had less charisma... Now, there's not very many options for this for having a low stat. It's always a higher stat. Do mail invitations, maybe? That's what my mom did for my birthday party. But I guess no one came to those either. Something actually I can sympathize with. Anyway, since we have a higher intelligence because of the team we're on, otherwise we would only have one intelligence. But you want me to be... you want me to pretend to be Crane, don't you?
Well, aren't you a smart cookie? And I think I know just how to do it. Just give me 1 second. Okay, I think I'll just... I just want you to know, architecture ain't exactly my forte. Huh, not half bad. So what I've chicken scratched together here for you is the schematic for one custom-made Crane Treasure Hunting Inc. sign. If I didn't butcher the plans too bad, it's got a little system built in that'll make sending out an advertisement and getting this gang's attention a snap. You just need to build it, use the tape it spits out to tell the world you're open for business, and then convince any punks that show up to tell you where their boss is hiding. They did teach you all how to build from schematics up in that vault of yours, didn't they?
Now, technically, I know, but I'm going to act dumb. Build a sign, are you crazy? I don't know how to do that.
Huh, damn. Okay, let's see. New plan. We paint all the Brahmin, and then we...
Duchess, plan's fine. I can walk them through how to build it.
How's that exactly?
I was hunkering down for quite some time waiting for this headless monster thing to clear off on my last ammo hunt. Ended up reading some old training materials to pass the time, and guess what? Made some tapes on it.
Oh, Mort. Not the tapes.
You have a better option?
Not one that doesn't involve painting all my cattle. There you go, I suppose. You can talk to Mort. Of course you're gonna need materials, but we should have enough lying around to cover you there. Get you together a little care package. Throw some rations in there too, so you don't starve on me. And so you know, you might have to break some of this scrap down for parts. But I can spot you some workbench materials too, since you're doing me such a big one. Who knows? Maybe you'll learn something while you do it. Now, you ready to get this show on the road?
Construction, strapping, and dealing with thugs? Don't need me pay me more than that.
It is a lot to ask. Fine. I could do 75. But that's as high as I'll go. That means you're up to the task?
Let's do it.
Hot dog. Be good to have those dolts off our back at long last. Just make sure, once you find out where they're hiding, that their leader gets the message. The wayward gets left alone. And here, that overseer tape. Sounds like she set up that camp across the way so her people could get some practice in... self-reliance. Probably worth looking into if you think you could use a refresher.
Okay, there we go. And we leveled up as well. Now, if you really don't know how to build a camp, I highly recommend going and speaking to Mort. He will give you 3 tapes to listen to, and he'll explain how to build. So, but something I want to show real quick now that we've leveled up to level 4, that I didn't really show before. So, now that we leveled up to a certain level, sometimes you will get an unopened perk pack, which will give you 4 perk cards. I'm going to open it up. We got Pharmacist, Pack Rat, Fire in the Hole, and we'll get a golden one, which is all it is an animated one. Doesn't have better stats or anything, it's just animated. And you will get some bubblegum with a joke. Alright, so we get to choose. We already have 3 charisma, so we're going to be able to have the highest thing for inspiration. But we're going to want to go intelligence now to get more experience so we can level up quicker. But look, we can only pick intelligence perks. No. In the lower portion of the screen you can see Z to filter. Filter through all the different options. You go far enough, you can pick any perk card that your level allows. As you level up, you'll be able to get different ones. Okay? This is new. These are all the different cards that our level would be able to give us access to. There's that Lone Wanderer one. When adventuring alone, you take 10% less damage and gain 10% AP regen, so it doesn't actually give you more experience. My bad. What I recommend right now, because we only have a 2-star inspiration, I'm going to get another one to make it 3-star. Because we now have 3 charisma, so we can now have up to 15% more experience. And we do have these other 4 perk cards, but you can see they're locked. This one's level 7, this one's level 5, level 6, level 6. So, we can't equip them yet. But we do have the level 3 inspiration. Alright, more.
Crazy. No, that is just crazy. They hand you Vault Kitties, all this fancy equipment, and then just throw you to the wolves. Well, don't you worry that smooth little face of yours.
How long has that been
Good
showing?
company now. Because around here, we look after one another. Now, what can I do for you?
No wonder it was acting weird. Okay. Whoops. There we go. Alright. How about you teach me about using my camp?
Listen, friend, you happen to be talking to the exact right person to fix your predicament. But if I'm gonna help you, I want something in return.
Want someone dead? Just give me a name.
Whoa, 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 not even remotely what I meant. Nah, you're gonna help me get rich. See, the folks who made it big off the gold rush, they weren't the prospectors. They were the folks that sold them their shovels. Now, I don't do shovels. What I collect is knowledge. I can go all sorts of places you folks with your rad-sucking skin can't. So, I'm selling what I've got between my ear holes, and you're gonna test it for me. I made these holotapes. Now, this set's all the info I dug up about that camp doohickey you bolters got. All I'm asking is you give them a listen and let me know what you think.
Okay, yeah, I'll listen to him.
You will? Oh, thank you. I mean, thanks. Just come back once you've taken him out for a test drive. Now, there anything else you wanted to chat about?
I could talk to him about learning some more about him, why he's here, etc., etc. But, not gonna worry about it. So I don't got anything at the moment.
Some other time then.
What I am gonna do, I'm gonna take everything. Give me all the goodies. There are some things you cannot loot, unfortunately. But I'm gonna take everything I can. I'm gonna stock up on all the items that I can. But again, I'm greedy. Flashlight coming in handy. So you read the plan. Okay. See, new stuff I already got. It's down here somewhere. Oh, we found a recipe for some healing salve. Go ahead and learn that. I'm not finding the plan here. What we can do is scroll over here to notes. There we go. We've got the Vault-Tec Survival Backpack. And the hunting sign. There we go. I'm not going to worry about everything else. Do you have anything negative? Need a couple more things on my way out. Alright. What now? Ah. Oh wow, it's already... Didn't realize it was this late. Anyway. While we're out here though... the holotape they gave us. Yeah, listen to the Overseer log camp.
Overseer's log, south of Vault 76. I knew this wasn't going to be the Appalachia I remembered, but mutated animals, haywire bots, no people so far. We have to be ready to rebuild in what I can confirm is hostile territory. Fortunately, Vault-Tec was prepared. You see this? The cooking station, the stash box, the workbenches, all built with the camp. You need a home base out there. The construction and assembly mobile platform is designed to give you one. Just add resources, planning, and a little elbow grease. When you move your camp, everything you've built is stored, ready to be placed back down in the new area. Use this to establish a foothold whenever you're in unfamiliar territory. I've left my camp behind so you can use it. I know I'm breaking my own advice by not taking it with me. But after seeing Appalachia for myself, I need to make sure every resident of 76 has a safe haven they can start from. I'll make do without it. If it's still standing, the town of Flatwoods is further down this road. Find me there. This is the Overseer. Signing off.
Excuse me while I take all your stuff. Now, just a side note. Okay.
Stay on your toes. The wasteland is merciless.
Agreed.
Killing
If,
ghouls
say,
for
this
a
duffel
roof
bag
over
was
my head
owned
sounds
by
like a
another
good trade
character,
to me.
another player, and you have the option to lock certain containers and items, and doors. If it was red, and it gave an option for picklocking or hacking, and I attempted to do it, it would give me a wanted level. There is
Anyone who walked the whole length of the
some
country
very
to get
slight
here has earned my
PvP in this game, but it is not anything actually good, in all honesty. Any which way. Let's see, what's the next one? Yeah, let's go ahead and listen to this one. Vault 76. So this is one that
Overseer's log, or should I say, direct communication.
we already listened to that. So let's listen to Mort's tapes while we're out here.
Son of a... What tiny fisted rat belt... Oh, wait a second. The thing is on. Hello? Hello. This is Mort McCoy. And welcome to the first of Headmaster Mort's EduTapes. Today we're talking about your camp. Now, former Vault resident, or someone who killed a Vault resident, let's start off with the basics. Placing your camp. When plunking down your camp, CAMP, that's an acronym, for the first time, remember to... Where'd they... here we go. Remember to take the lay of the land. Consider the grade of the terrain, general defensibility, and proximity to your surroundings. Could that clipped edge be used to protect your flank? You bet your chops it could. Once you found the perfect spot, it's time to move on to the best part of working with your camp. Construction! Construction can be an intricate process, so a steady hand and an eye for detainment, details, damn I had to get that one wrong, an eye for details are a must. You should take a moment to familiarize yourself with the camp's patented intuitive construction interface. But don't worry, we'll cover construction in gory detail in the next of Headmaster Mort's EduTapes. So long. Bet your chops. Come on, Mort, what was that?
Oh, don't be so hard on yourself, Mort. We all gotta start somewhere. I'm just replacing everything and replace the camp because for some reason it restarted everything in the upper left. So just had to do it again. What am I doing? Oh, yeah, let's get the next one going.
Hello, dedicated listeners. Welcome back to Headmaster Mort's EduTapes. Today, In this second tape, we are talking construction. Now, the first step of construction is... Wait, what? Is that soda? Soda's red, right? Wait, oh. Electing. First, electing what you're going to build. Once you've made that election, it's just 3 easy questions to construction success. 1. Is the location I've selected going to work for an object of the size and shape I'm building? 2. Have I read the schematics thoroughly? And 3. Do I have all the required materials to... Who the hell bled on my notes? Saul! If I find out it was you, you're gonna bleed on... Whatever. Just finish, Mort. Short on materials? Loot the local junkyard, mills, and warehouses for parts. Missing a critical schematic? Your local vendors might have just what you're looking for. And on that note, this has been Headmaster Mort's EduTapes. See you again soon. Solomon, so help me, this better be Jen. Where are you hiding?
Alright, let's go ahead and get the last one.
Welcome back, lovely listeners, to Headmaster Mort's final tape in the camp series, Powering Your Camp. After listening to the second tape, you should already be well trained enough to build a generator. If you haven't yet done so, I'll wait. Screw it. Alright, I'll assume you nailed it. Now, generators are the heart of your camp power system. Once your generator is built, all you need to do is connect it to the object that needs power with a wire. Though, be aware, your wire will need a clear, unobstructed path to establish and maintain a direct connection. Some objects, however, like simple light bulbs, do not require a direct connection. All you need to do is run a wire from your generator to a power pylon. Place the power pylon near your lights, then voila! Let there be lights! Well, this has been Headmaster Mort's Camp Construction Holotapes. Please check back with Headmaster Mort himself at the Wayward to learn more about his other exciting courses, including... Mort, can I still eat this? And mutations. Am I a monster now? And thanks again for listening. Ha! Nailed it.
Good job, Mort. Alright, so the mission, the quest for us, was to build the Crane Treasure Hunting Incorporated sign. So that way, it will attract some people. I'm gonna go ahead and build it.
Broadcast tape issued. Please deposit data tape into any relay system terminal. Target marked.
Power it. Because it requires, is it 3? It only requires 1, and this produces 3. So we're golden. We're golden. Alright, but what we have to do, we have to load the broadcast tape into a radio tower to activate the connection. Well, the tower is to the west of us. Or we could go down here and search for the traces of the Overseer in Flatwood. Or we could go up here and do that daily. Let's go ahead and get that daily actually out of the way, shall we? But I don't like that thing being active. You can fast travel back to Vault 76 for free. It's the outside of the vault. Again, if you want to explore Vault 76, you have to do it at the very beginning. You cannot get back inside Vault 76. I was actually just thinking, probably should have sold a bunch of stuff before going this way. Because we may be overweight again. Especially if we loot everything like I have a tendency to. I could use some more ammo, thank you. If you're not sure if there are any enemies in the area, by just hitting the VAP system, it will detect anyone within the area that's aggressive. So that way you will not be caught entirely off guard. Don't worry about too much about loot and all that stuff. But we definitely need the ammo. We'll loot everything else. Alright, let's get going. See, where was it? Where was it? This way? Was it this way? Yep. I was going the wrong way. Now again, remember, the map is really big. Really big. So you're going to be doing a lot of running. Other than fast traveling to locations that you've already been, you're going to be doing a lot of running. Like we found where we got to be. Oregon Cave South. Now let me show. Ooh. Gotta risk it to get a biscuit. Oh, okay. I think we were gonna hurt ourselves. Alright, let's go. Enter as team leader. We can see the 4 places we gotta get those artifacts. Now let's actually be a little bit sneaky. And you can see on the top, we're currently hidden. And you can also get an 2 times damage increase if the enemies don't know you're there and you hit them. It'll do a bunch more damage.
To my final.
But he detected us, because we are not stealthy, not at this level. Alright, lockpicking. You move the lockpick to the left, to the right, and you press forward, or W, excuse me, to attempt to pick it. And if it moves, that means it's close. And we are right on the money, actually. If it barely budges, you need to wiggle it to the left, to the right. See, we just got a 2-time damage for that. I'm such a bad shot.
Holy Mothman.
Not really seeing anything of worthwhile. Okay, it's gonna take forever. There you go. I hear somebody working on stuff.
He is our shepherd, guiding us through the darkness to his the divine light.
Sorry, did I interrupt?
I can see it.
A lot of goodies. Oh. Ooh, what a way to go. What a way to go. Alright, we got everything. You know what, no, I'm not going to worry about lockpicking that. Okay, what I'm going to do, because we have been there before. Oh no, we still need to get one more. We still need to get one more, my bad. My bad, I can't count. Apparently. So they are working on a workbench so we can scrap everything if needed. Bang, 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 bang.
More will come to take my place.
Get that AP back. Even though there's only 17% chance of that critical hit, guaranteed. Now we can abuse... Ooh, more bobby pins. Go ahead and scrap everything. Learn all these plans. Love it, love it. We're going to abuse this, and now we can fast travel to the lumber mill. It's that easy. We don't have to run out or anything like that. We can just fast travel. If we were in combat, which we were, but I guess we lost them. Don't ask. There would be a countdown. And if we got hit, countdown would end, and we'd have to start again. Alright, I got your artifacts. What goodies do you got for me?
You're back.
Yes, I'm back.
These artifacts should be a big help. I can't wait to examine them. On
Okay.
behalf of the responders, I can't thank you enough. You helped us make progress toward a more peaceful world. I sure wish I could say that's all the help I needed, but the work never ends. If you're in the neighborhood again sometime, I will always welcome more of your help. In the meantime, though, here's your payment. Have a good day now.
I'll definitely try. Alright, we did doubled our caps. We were at 15, we're now at 30. Alright, so we got the daily done. I know we got a ways to go to get down there, so let's try to hurry up. Gonna definitely take a while though. Sad to say. Like I was saying, the map is a very big map. Starting off, you don't exactly move very quickly. Now, once we find a certain train station, railroad station, whatever you want to call it, they're basically vendor locations. There is a map that will help unlock. You know, we're actually close to a tower right now that's perfect for it. That will be a perfect example. By going up to the top of this tower, because I can see the aura on the map, just right up there, we'll be able to identify locations nearby. While we can't fast travel to them, we'll be aware and we can see them on the map. I'll show you. There we go. There's the town.
It's just about time to eat.
Flatwoods Lookout. Not gonna worry about talking to anybody right now. I just want to show you what I was talking about. Ooh. That is a Scorch Beast. Passive one. But if you see them and you're a low level, I would hide. They're not something you can easily deal with. Okay. Yeah, by going out here, you can see I can now survey the area. Go back in. I just unlocked a bunch of different locations. So opening up the map, now unlocked the cabin, I unlocked the actual tower, even though we have the waypoint for it. We unlocked Flatwood, the lodge, Ford Station Tango, an isolated cabin. Oh, and also Slocum Joe's. We unlocked a bunch of areas. So we can see them on the map, but we just can't actually fast travel there. Yet. keyword is yet. Alright, but let's keep going. We gotta get to that tower so we can upload the holotape. Oh. Kinda glad we came across this. For one, here's another concrete node. If you built a camp here, you could put an extractor there to extract some concrete. This pipe is life. As this guy has a note, pipe. Pipe is life. You wanna know why pipe is life? Take a quick sniff. Oh, damn! Now we're high on shit. Pipe is life. I actually even have a shirt in-game, referring to this. It's become a meme almost in the community. Ooh. And we leveled up again. Sweet. Loot everything real quick. I'm not gonna worry about everything. Okay, here's actually a perfect example. You see a map like this throughout the world, okay? You can see these different tacks. Well, the green one is where I believe we're at. No, it's this one. The yellow one is the one we're at. But if we click these, and look at the top, Dolly Mine unlocked. Arcus Faro unlocked. You click these, you will now be able to see them on the map. You cannot travel to them, but you can see them on the map. There you go. Another little helpful hint. Alright, so we need to load the broadcast tape into the radio tower. And to do that, you don't see the option, Emergency Management or Scorch Detection Communication. On the bottom of the screen down here, load holotape. We have different options. And see, there is the game Nuka Tapper that we took from the computer in our room back in Vault 76. But we are going to load the broadcast tape. And we're going to activate it.
Message uploaded. Initiating broadcast pulse.
Alright, now up here, we're turning to the camp.
New business established. Please seek out Crane, Treasure Hunting, Incorporated, to exchange goods and services. Initiate tagline. Follow the sign. To fortune. Broadcast complete.
Ooh, fusion core. You're definitely going to want a fusion core. I do not recommend going into power armor in an early stage, because it definitely, only when you need to, really. Now, we are going to fast travel back to our camp, because again, we can fast travel to our camp for free, generally anytime. There we go. Alright, wait to see who the sign draws in. Oh, we got a waypoint. Treasure Hunter.
Crane! You here?
I'm not Crane.
Whoa. You're not Crane. The hell's going on here?
You know Crane? I'll tell you anything about the treasure he found.
Crane found the treasure? Holy shit. Where is he?
Guess as good as mine. Last place he was spotted in the bar down the hill. The Wayward. What can you tell me about Crane?
Probably not much more than you. He came to Appalachia not far back, hunting for the same treasure everyone else is. Last time I saw him, he mentioned something about an abandoned storage facility he'd picked up some details on, but beyond the general, he didn't share. Now, your turn. Where is he?
Go check out the Wayward. That's where he was last seen.
The Wayward, huh? It might be I pay the place a visit. Appreciate the tip, not Crane. Good luck out here.
He's not a gang member, he's just a treasure hunter, so we'll leave him be. While we're waiting, let's go ahead and scrap everything. Get all those plans. Get enough of their own weight. Alright.
Crane! Come out, wherever you are!
Excuse you? Free Radical.
You Crane? This it? Thought you were some kind of big shot. So, rumor is you've got information our boss wants. You tell me where this treasure is, and he's willing to leave you alone. Scout's honor.
Now how about you tell me where your hideout is, or I'll turn you inside out.
You what? Sure. Fine. We took over the old West Virginia Lumber Company in the Northwest. Come on. Let's get out of here.
Yeah, you better run. You better run, motherfucker. Better run. You and your twin. Alright. Did I already? Oh. I did level up. Okay. Level 5. Pacifist mode is disabled. So, allies you can work together. Stranger you can team up with them, or enemies, kill or be killed. Alright, we're going to get another point of intelligence. And now, what I recommend at this point... excuse me. For one, I definitely recommend Born Survivor. At least a 1-star Born Survivor. For me, because I know generally how to play. Generally. Do we have anything for... weight? Yeah. Traveling Pharmacy. Weight of all chems, including stim packs, are reduced by 30%. It will go up to 90%. If you put... even if you have this perk equipped, you put a chem inside your stash box, it will go back to the normal weight. It will not display it, but it will be at its normal weight, like a stim pack at 1 pound or something like that. So by having Traveling Pharmacy, they can weigh up to 90% less. So that way you can always carry it with you and it will barely weigh anything. And since I loot everything, having weight reduction perks is definitely the way to go. Alright, we can equip that, and we can equip Fire in the Hole. Even though I don't use throwables, you can. It's nice to use that perk if you do like to throw grenades and knives and everything like that. Fire in the Hole definitely does help. Going back to legendary perks. To be able to get legendary perk coins that you can see in the lower right hand side here, you need to scrap perk cards. So I'm going to go ahead and do that with Fire in the Hole. I can press the F button. You want to scrap this card for 2 perk coins. Perk coins are used to rank up legendary perk cards. Yes. So I'm not going to use it. I'm probably never going to use Pharmacist either. So I'm going to go ahead and scrap that as well. I will use Pack Rat, and I want to keep that one because it's animated. Yeah. Anyway. Alright, we learned where those free radical raiders are at. Now let's go back to the Wayward and let Duchess know what's going on. And while we're in there, if I remember, while we're in there, I'm going to talk to her. She's a vendor. You can sell stuff to her and buy stuff from her. Again, do not go to these vending machines. Do not bother with them. You can use them and you can buy, you cannot sell, but they are extremely expensive. Don't bother. Do it not bother. Hey, Duchess!
Well, you don't look too worse for wear. You managed to figure out where those miscreants are hiding?
I did. Sounds like they were up at the West Virginia Lumber Company.
Fantastic. So that's where their boss will be. You just need to...
Wait, West Virginia lumber? That is not right. You misheard them for sure.
And that's of concern. Why, exactly?
Was wandering up that way not too far back. The lumber company? That place was overrun with a bunch of those big green bastards. Mutants. You've seen those Frankensteins. If this gang was able to clean those things out of the mill, Duchess, these guys might be tougher than advertised.
You got any recommendations on how you'd proceed?
Well, I wouldn't go in guns blazing, unless you got some big guns. Could try and luck your way inside, maybe see if they want to talk to you. But there was this family I ran into up that way that I'm sure has had to deal with them already. There was also this, let's say, special scrapper who was making some pretty bold claims about his knowledge of the mill. Wouldn't be a bad idea to check in with either of them.
Well, tell me about this family.
You'll find them at Anchor Farm if these thugs haven't already run them off. But if they are still there, well, they probably managed to work something out with them. Hey, it couldn't hurt to find out what it was.
And see, by talking to him about this, it now unlocked that location on my map, so I know where it's at. I can't fast travel again to it, but I can see where it is. But what about the scrapper?
Found him living in the stalls at Tyler County Fairground. Guy kept claiming he knew the best way to run the mutants out of the mill. But, listen, I couldn't get him to spill how. Probably have a better chance he'll share what he learned with someone who still has an entire face.
I think I got everything.
Well, that's a good thing, because that's all I've got. If you haven't already explored up that way, the fastest route back would be via Vault 76 and trekking north from there. And take care of yourself, all right? You're doing us a big one here.
Before I forget, we've already fast traveled back to Vault 76, so you know we can do that for free. Go ahead and trade with Duchess. I'm going to sell the grenades. I don't like using them. We need the caps. Let's sell the food since we no longer really need it. I'm going to hold on to the canned dog food because that is a good way, and there's a perk to make it even better. If I do want to get, satisfy my hunger and whatnot, and since it doesn't expire, canned dog food is a good way to go. Duchess's dram is only sellable by her. We're gonna hold on to that. This is the grape perk bubblegum. When we unlocked that perk pack, that's the gum we got. I like to hold on to those because it also slows the hunger and thirst for 2 minutes by 5%. Not a whole lot, but sell everything else. We don't need all the other stuff. Aid. Rad-X. Probably going to hold on to that right away. We don't need as many of that. I think it was golden. Oh, more about those tapes.
The people near the lumber mill seemed on the up and up, but I'd still be on my guard. Being too friendly is how you end up dead. Now, what do you need?
I listened to your tapes.
Did you now? What did you think?
Well, they were pretty rough at the beginning, but you definitely got better towards the end.
I mean, yeah, that's what I thought too. I figured I'd do a couple more batches. I mean, I'll have this thing down. Headmaster Mort will be a household name before you know it. Thanks for being honest. Now, was there something else I could do for you?
How about, you killed that guy earlier. We could have asked him a couple questions.
I did, and your eyes still work in case that's the reason you're bringing up the obvious. Look, the world's hard now. Better you learn that lesson real fast.
Yeah. So what is your job here anyway?
Don't have one. I'm an independent operator. When these folks need a hand or got an errand that involves running into radiation, they come to me. Rads? They don't bother me anymore. In exchange, Duchess lets me drink. It doesn't bother me too much about my tab. Really, about the best sort of setup a guy in my situation could ever ask for. Well, at least until the tapes take off.
Could I ask what happened to you?
Allergies. Learned the hard way. I can't stand within 10 feet of a strawberry.
Ooh.
Come on, man, that's a joke. Truth is, I was outside on Doomsday. Now you see, I drove security, and I was coming back from a pickup in the truck when I feel this rumble, and then quiet. Then a whole lot less quiet. And the truck was hit with this wind, and it was like someone dropped a hurricane on it. I can hear it battering the truck. Bang, 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 like it's got a grudge against it. And then I unlocked the door and into the back, and then bang, I wake up, man, and it's crazy. Somehow, in the back of the truck, alive and kicking. All it cost me was my skin and any opportunity for someone liking me for anything other than my lovely personality. And that was the day I became, well, they call us ghouls. Not the most flattering name, but still, beats being vaporized.
Or being a feral. What's it like being a ghoul?
I mean, it's got its advantages. Main one is that radiation rolls off me like water off a duck's ass. Can stride through a blast zone like it's a spring breeze. Also, means I can survive in situations that would turn a normal person into a TV dinner. The major downside? Well, shit, you're looking at it, right? Head to toe disfiguration. There's also, well, you might have seen them. Not all ghouls are the same. Not sure how it happens, why some ghouls lose their minds and others don't. But ever since I turned, there's always this nagging feeling just at the back of my mind that I will have to feast on humans, raw! Seriously? Nothing? Shit, I thought it was funny. Overall, though, being a ghoul, mixed bag. Can't say I'd recommend it as a lifestyle choice.
You can actually be a ghoul with this latest update. You can choose to play as a ghoul. Not at the beginning, but you can. Alright, we're golden. Alright, let's go. I think, though... How long have I been going? About 3 hours? I think we can go a little bit longer. A little bit longer, not a whole lot. There's no way I'm going to be able to stream like I did yesterday. Oh, 6 hours? My body is still kind of mad at me about it. But I'm hoping, and I know not everyone's going to listen throughout the entire 3, maybe 4 hours of all of this. If you did, thank you very much, and I hope that you're finding some hints and tips as we go along. Maybe I may end up making a quick version, going over everything. I may end up doing that. Did I already store everything? Oh, something else. This item, if you have in your camp, will periodically make it to where your camp gets attacked. Not everyone seems to know that. I did a bunch of testing early on. This Hunting Incorporated sign, you're going to want to go ahead keep that out. Unless you want your camp to continuously get attacked. It still can get attacked, don't get me wrong, but it will happen more often if you have that sign. I think I already have some more apparel we can get rid of. I like to have... Let me sell that. I like to have one of everything. I'm a hoarder. What can I say? We're not going to need the dog food with us. Or the bubblegum. Really don't... Well, actually, since we have one of the perks, it's only a 1-star. I'm going to hold on to all of this except for the tumbler. That is not affected by it. It only costs, what is it, 1/100 of a pound? So, see, we're only 4 out of 1,200 pounds. So, we got more plans that we can learn. Daisy rug and a small backpack. Oh, come on, ammo. Okay, we're good, we're good. Alright, how about... Since we're close, let's go ahead down to Flatwood. See what we can figure out down here. We got a Mr. Farmhand that's aggressive. Now dead. I don't know, should I constantly... What was killed here? Mole rat. Because of the mongrel. Oh, that's something else that I'll go over as soon as... Okay. You can see killed K9 21 out of 30. So if you press escape, and for me, it's pressing the Z button. We'll bring this up. Well, here under challenges, you'll see you got daily, weekly, you got character challenges, survival. This way you can also unlock free atoms. And atoms is what you can get to where you unlock like all those different cosmetics that I had that I haven't built. But you can unlock those in the atomic shop with atoms that you can unlock for free. Well, there are daily and weekly ones. Because what's going on is there is currently a season that's active that you can unlock a bunch of other things. And I mean, there's a good amount. I wouldn't exactly say this season is very good. But, yeah, it gives you different challenges. And what you can do... I have already completed 2 daily challenges. Actually, here's a challenge. Eat dog food. I'm glad I got that. You can kill insects, cultists, kill a death claw. Drink Nuka-Cola orange. And we've got to do 2 out of 6 to get the gold star complete daily challenges. Now in the weekly, we have complete the daily gold star challenge. We've got to do that 3 times, and we have 3 days left to do it, because I haven't been doing it too often. But here are all the other challenges for the week. So that's when, it shows up. And all I have to do is press T to track it. And here you can see on the right, all the challenges that I'm currently tracking. So if I make any progress throughout my Wasteland adventures, it will keep track of them for me. Alright, back in. But yeah, if any of you that are watching at a later point or whatnot, let me know if you prefer first person or third person, or if you don't care.
It's hard work making a living out here.
Now you can talk to random NPCs.
You got any bobby pins on you? Sure would make my life easier.
What's in it for me?
Look, I'm not unreasonable. You'll get your slice of the pie. Don't worry about that.
I might be able to help.
As many as I can get my hands on. What do you have on you?
Now the more bobby pins I give them, the more I get in return. You'll have plenty of bobby pins later on. For now, I'm going to say no. I'm going to exit out. sometimes you just talk to them, they'll give you free items and whatnot, so it's nice to make sure that you talk to random NPCs if you're really hurting for stuff. That's a mole rat hole right there. That was probably the one that was up there. Alright, we have discovered the lodge. So we can have fast travel here anytime we need to.
I know a guy who could fix that.
Love how you're talking to me when I'm not even next to you. Ain't getting away from me. Not that easy. The only thing, if you come down here, granted, they weigh a lot. There's no doubt about it. But these weights, they give a lot of resources. So I'm going to show you something real quick. And this is, I only recommend doing this if you either, one, have the carry weight, or two, have Fallout First that you can do this with. Like, I'm going to take this to 160 pounds. I'm already overweight. I'm going to take all of them.
Yeah. Now that people have come back to this area, they'll all want
Gym session notes.
places like Foundation.
Arm day. 3 sets of 12 reps. Let's see. Dumbbell bicep curls, triangle extensions, and back extensions, yeah. Little peeve about the lack of proper equipment. No bother. Chin up. Only 8 more luxury coffins to make quota in backwoods. I mean flatwoods. Be difficult given the financial situation around here. Just to remind them of our friends the Chinese. I'll be back on the plane to Ipswich within a fortnight. Gather it'll be the bench press today. Yeah, again.
Okay. Alright. So, let's see. Is it the F or G button? It's the F button. So if you have Fallout First, press the F button. This brings up your Hot Wheel. And you can attach different items, different weapons, so you can press it to be able to, you know, you don't have to go into your Pip-Boy and whatnot. But if you have Fallout First, you have a survival tent. And I have a special survival tent that gives me access, if I can get up here, to a weapons workbench to where I can scrap everything. I got scrap off right here. There we go. We're golden. Now you can't, you cannot put these nearby certain locations or nearby other people's camps and whatnot. It has to be away from everything else. Just an FYI. No, 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 no. I'm gonna have to turn off. You know what? I'm gonna do that right now. This video is already going to be demonetized. Not like I get anything anyway. But yeah. Survivor Story, Willie May.
I pressed the button. Hush. I think it's recording now. Shush. Hello? Hello there? Oh, I think it's working. I hate these things. This is Willie May. And I was asked to talk a bit about my life since the war to help educate future children someday. I think that's nice. I thought I'd just watch my programs and entertain the grandkids in my retirement. But that didn't turn out to be the case. I'm just glad they all made it to the vault in time, you see. When I saw it in a dream, I knew my prayers were answered. My husband Frank used to work in the mines. Just a bit before the war, there was news of tremors. He didn't come home. I don't know what happened to him or why he never came home for sure. And between you and me, I'm fine with that. Since the war, I've just read my old newspapers and listened to music. It's very peaceful for once, which is just right nice by me.
Fix
You
that.
ever hear of the Watoga Times Atomic Lottery? The winner got 10 years worth of Blamco mac and cheese, Salisbury steak, and Nuka-Cola, of course.
Yummy.
I played that lottery for 20 years. And I finally won the month before the war. It lasted only 8 years, though. But who can you complain to? By the time it ran out, I had heard the responders' radio broadcast, so I went out to find them and get supplies. Bless their hearts. Well, I'm going home now. For a bit, anyways. How do I turn this thing off? Oh, blast these things. Not this button. Not this one. Oh, oh, here it is.
Bingo. Now, throughout all of Flatwood, you'll actually, there's a lot of history throughout here that you can find. And look, there's another donation box. Like I said, you'll find them all throughout the area. Overseer's log.
Overseer's log, town of Flatwood. My God. There's no one here. The old tavern, the church, people were using them for shelter, but they're gone. Mutations we expected. But there's something else. A disease. I was attacked by... Well, it used to be a person. But it had these green, glowing lesions, and its voice. Angry, tortured. We are one. One what? Whatever happened here is beyond anything we expected. And we expected a lot. Before they were wiped out, the survivors called themselves the Responders. Looks like they were made of firefighters, police, emergency medical staff. They even have an automated system to teach people about treating water, food, survival. I'm doing their tests, and you should too. I know it's even worse than we imagined, but someone's got to know where the missile silos are, and how to secure them. The Responders are the best lead we have. This is the Overseer, signing off.
Agreed. Now, if you want to learn a little bit more, and granted, like I said, the cooking thing isn't needed as much, but this guide was, or this quest line, was in here to be able to show you how to be able to cook and everything like that. Ooh, Cold Quantum. Plan we can learn. Get all the goodies. Give me everything. I want it. And I want it now. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to probably finish this quest line and then probably call it for the day. So we're going to volunteer to become part of the Responder. Volunteer. So I am. Got a new photo mode border. Okay. Kesha. Oh, people directory. Where is Kesha? Kesha! Let us know exactly where she's at. Alright. Got a bunch of different notes here. Free cooking lessons. Get a couple of free caps around here as well. Who goes there? Part 1. It's just, nah. What's that noise? I don't know. I'm getting off sidetrack. Heather, what do you gotta say, Heather?
I bet this town was really nice before the war.
It probably was.
Are you here for the responder training?
Matter of fact, I am.
Then you're not alone. A lot of people come here because of that radio message the responders left. That's what brought me here too. At first, I was planning to just do the training and move on, but honestly, I kind of like it here. I really enjoy meeting all the people that pass through and hearing their stories. Wait a minute. Are you one of those people who was in Vault 76?
Since we don't have enough perception, we cannot do that. But we can just be honest. Yeah, I sure am.
I knew it! I could tell just by looking at you. I've always thought that life in a vault must be so amazing, with the robots and all the machines and having everything you need every day. Best of all, you're safe, which, let me tell you, is a thing us outsiders very rarely get to feel. Though I guess you're one of us now, so that's all in the past for you.
Yeah. And more that we don't have the could ask for more supplies, but unfortunately we don't have the stats for it. We're just gonna talk to you later.
See ya.
We're gonna finish the quest line. Got the waypoint right down here, so Kesha should be right down in this area. Oh, Kesha! Oh. You see, events are public quests that everyone can participate in.
Mr. Farmhands are out of control. Evacuate civilians and take down those supervisors. Once they're dealt with, you'll have to reboot the server. Again.
How about let's actually go do that? Because at Mr. Farmhand, if this quest was done, what would happen is that Farmhand would not be aggressive. Oh shit. Oh, there's a lot more of them than I would like. He's gonna go boom. Blow up the car. That got him. Ooh, that also got us pretty good. We're gonna use a stim. Perfect.
Scanning for fertilizer.
Nope, no need to scan for no fertilizer. No, thank you. Alright, so we gotta kill these farmhand supervisors.
And identify yourself. Law-abiding.
Hey, the settlers are helping. I didn't even know there were settlers around here. Oh shit, he didn't make it very far. Appreciate the distraction though. Still a few of them alive.
Automated message. The Forest Watch detects all supervisors down. Good job. Responder team, proceed to the Ag Center and get to the mainframe. You need to reset the
No, we don't want to
targeting
steal.
parameters. That should keep our people safe in the area.
Alright, so now we gotta reboot the thing. And by also doing this event, I'll show you once we're done. I'll show you once we're done. One of those things that I spoke about towards the very beginning. where if you do certain things, sometimes you'll be acknowledged for doing it. Now we gotta go down below. I don't remember how to get down there.
Potential composting target. Welcome to the farm of Gigantic. Alert. Possible source
Search
of
vault tech.
compost
Ooh. Oh yeah.
Overseers. Common person. Not enough. Something for me. The agricultural center. My first vault. I was so excited because I used to come to this same farm when I was a kid. At the autumn festival, me running through the corn maze, going every which way, Mom and Dad yelling after me to slow down. Wasn't gonna happen. I guess I was always hitting my fast. Couldn't just be a pioneer scout, I had to make troop leader. Couldn't just be a good student. I had to have straight A's. God, I miss those early days. Just being a kid. The three of us, our simple life, our simple house. I wonder if it's still standing.
So as you can see, we got a new quest to find the Overseer's journals. So let's see. Find the next journal in Sutton. Ow. Override. Oh, it's the targeting parameters that we need. Admin. Oh, that's what we just looked at. Change. There we go. Remove human class from the target list. There we go. Alright, so we finished fertile soil. So now, go to data. We can even see, it's grayed out. It will show which ones we've done. Event, fertile soil. Some of them won't show up there, but the ones that have any type of impact will, if I recall correctly. So now any of the farmhand Mr. Handys that we find throughout the area will no longer be aggressive because they're not going to try to farm human parts for soil. Yeah. Remember, there was one over here. I heard them. Yeah. See? He's no longer aggressive. None of them are. We did a thing. Alright, water testing kit. And their story.
Dasa has asked us all to document our stories for posterity, you know. It seems like a fine idea. So, hi, I am Kesha McDermott. When the bombs fell, I was in Watoga, coordinating a statewide science fair for that year's high school kids. And the theme was the future of energy. After the bombs, everything was pretty chaotic. scavenging for food and fighting off rabid survivors. Oh, it was just a bad time all around. I found a couple of surviving kids from the high school whose parents didn't make it. And we holed up in a house in town for a while. After a bit, I was able to solder the circuitry in an old radio, and we tuned into a broadcast from the responders. Oh, we were overjoyed. The trip from Watoka to Flatwoods, it was rough, mind you. The kids and I ran into a group of assholes in the mountains who stole our food and water. I can't tell you how happy I was to find the responders in Flatwoods. Tents for everyone, open kitchens, medical supplies, protection. We were safe. They had a problem, though. Their water sources were contaminated heavily. People were boiling water, but not long enough to make it safe. So, I stepped up and I said, I'll build a testing kit to monitor the contamination, and I will teach folks how to properly boil water. And I did. The world is getting better, but slowly. We need to make sure it doesn't relapse, too. It's going to take time and care, that's all. Well, time, care, and science.
Alright, so what we needed to do is collect the water from the river, or from the stream, and then also from the hose, or the pump. We got them both, and now we need to analyze the water testing kit. We can also, the volunteer training program for water. I'm going to go ahead and eject it, and play, just in case.
This is my first interview with another survivor, Kesha McDermott. She found me trying to break into a Nuka-Cola machine and, showed me a different way. So, Kesha, can you tell us a bit about how we can make sure our water is safe for drinking? Try to keep it to the basics for training purposes.
Oh, it's not complicated, really. Find water and strain out any big particles and chunks. Then, boil it in a pot over an open fire for a minute or two, then let it cool. Should be fine. Like making tea, right?
Uh-huh. You joined the responders a while ago and helped develop a program to train volunteers. So, were you a survivalist prior to all of this?
You could say that. I taught high school kids. I used to talk about this very thing to them. Practical application of the sciences. It's fascinating, but you never realize how important some things will be down the road, do you?
I guess not. So if we were students of yours, what would you tell us about the world now? How can we survive?
That's a good question, Dasa. Well, I would tell you all to remain calm and focus on surviving. The first thing you need to do is get yourself some clean drinking water. It's likely all you'll find is dirty water, but that's okay. We can fix it. Dirty water carries a small chance of disease, and it's a bit radioactive. You'll probably survive if you drink it, but you shouldn't take that risk. It's better than toxic water or nuclear waste, though, which are both very harmful and should be boiled thoroughly first. Got that, Dasa?
Yes'm. Contaminated water should be boiled. Okay, that sounds easy enough. So, boiled water is safe?
It's mostly safe, but still a bit radioactive. What you really want is purified water.
Oh, Purified water. Okay, how do I get that?
You can build machines that will do it for you, and that's the most reliable way. Building them requires some space and time and plenty of materials. But on my way up here from Watoga, I found purified water occasionally in supply caches and medical kits. So, keep your eyes peeled.
If I boil water, and that's mostly safe, aside from a teensy bit of radiation, what about tea? Most folks around here are tea drinkers, as you know. I recall many a night sipping tea on the stoop, watching lightning bugs, and reading a book in peace and quiet. Tell me that's still okay, Kesha?
Oh, bless your heart. It's probably as good as boiled water anyway. Maybe even better if you add anything medicinal to it. Some survivors add all sorts of flowers and herbs to boiled water, and they swear by it. Personally, I stick with purified water. To each their own.
Okay, got it. Switching tracks a bit. I know you're awfully busy with your latest research in Flatwoods. Can you explain that a bit?
Of course! I'm testing local, natural water over time in Appalachia. Gathering data, monitoring the radiation and contamination levels, all of that. I analyze the data in my lab to look for long-term trends and use those trends to determine how we can use the water right now. We use the water for more than just drinking, you know. It feeds our plants, which feed our animals, so we need to know how things are changing.
You got a lot of work cut out for you. I'm glad you joined the responders. That data sounds invaluable.
It is! I've integrated the data collection and research into the Responders Survivors Volunteer Program as well. I am still a teacher, after all.
Wow. Then there you have it, folks. Thanks for talking with us today, Kesha. And thanks for showing us all how to live a little safer.
Class dismissed.
Some of these tapes are a little long. So, throughout all that, one of the things I did is I milked some Brahmin. Reason being, Brahmin milk will remove some of the radiation that you've been exposed to. So by drinking all that, I know you can't really see it's behind the camera, but I got rid of what radiation I got earlier. Alright, right now we gotta cook a ribeye steak. I think that's the last of the quests. And that will finish us up, I think. Complete training. Oh, no, we need to contact the responders using the database. And then we'll be done for this area. I may come back at a later point and do a bunch of looting and whatnot. I may do that off stream, I don't know. Login. We are a volunteer. Emergency contact. HQ. We now have Morgantown Airport and Train Yard. So that's where we gotta go. That's where we gotta go.
Chloe's my pet. Or maybe I'm hers. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I kind of wonder about that with my dog too. And we leveled up. Perfect. Oh, we leveled up twice. And we got a perk pack. Even better. Even better. Another fire in the hole, I figured. Oscar burned 3,000 calories. He accidentally left a cake in the oven. Alright, so we are going to get more intelligence. Which one was it that we had earlier? Traveling pharmacy, that's right. Oh, but it's strength. We can't equip another one because we only have one strength right now. I didn't think about that. There's another one. Well, let's get Born Survivor. So that way, if we're not paying attention, we get low on health, it will automatically use a stim pack. We could do that now. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that now. No, it was strength. Traveling pharmacy, there we go. I'm like, wait a minute. Alright. Traveling pharmacy, there we go. And get rid of that. I'm gonna hold on to the rifleman because we may end up using a rifle at one point. Thirst quencher, why not? Born Survivor. Ooh. We're using a pistol right now, so that way we can run. That way we can run. Yeah. I like it. Okay. But I do believe... How far are we in now? 3.5 hours. That's still a good amount. And I may end up doing some editing for the camera and whatnot. Maybe I'll just get rid of it. Because it is... Or maybe I'll move it. I don't know. I don't know. Because when I'm talking about things and I want to show it and whatnot, if it's behind a camera, it's going to be difficult. But at the same time, having me here can kind of help somewhat. Somewhat. I don't know. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I want to keep playing, but at the same time, I want to go get something to eat. I want to go take care of the puppy. So many things I wanted to do. Maybe I'll stream again here later tonight, if I'm feeling up for it. Kind of doubt it. I don't know. Maybe I'll take a little bit of a break. And I'll just be, back later. I'm thinking actually that may be the way to go. I just did that. Oh yeah. Okay, so now we are, what, level 7? Yeah, we're level 7. We can actually get better gear and better weapons. Not by a lot. But we really still can't make. This is just armor and whatnot. But see, now that we're level 5, or above level 5, before, remember, we could only make level 1. Now we can make level 5. And different armor. Like, we know how to make metal left arm and metal right arm, but we're not level 10. That's the lowest level. We can make it, but we can't use it. That's what would be a better way to say it. We make it, but we cannot use it until we get to level 10. So, yeah. Maybe let's make one of the outfits, because like I got a bunch of different outfits. Probably one of my favorites, the Wasteland Wanderer. Go with that. Why not? And headwear. We'll go with the headwear. But also what it will do, it prevents damage and disease from an airborne hazard. So that's just now. Shabam. I can dig it. I can dig it. And we can change the backpack, actually. What would be something good to go with this? Onyx. Hey, Leave it. What are you doing, dog? What were you doing? What were you licking on? Back, no, and some kind of brownish. Go with the back. Excuse you. Ah, wasteland one or a backpack. There we go. You can get different mods. Canteen, what does that do? Doesn't say what it does. We'll go ahead and do that. And flare is just for appearance. Pip-Boy. I got a bunch of skins for it too. Go ahead, let's see what would be one. What with it? Go with the Enclave. Come in. There we go. Yeah, that looks better. That looks better. Alright, yeah, I am going to take a break and take care of him, figure out what the hell he was just getting into, and let him outside and whatnot. So I am going to be right back. Or you know what? No. I am going to end it for now. I'm going to end it for now. And I may end up being back here soon, because I'm also going to go get something to eat. We'll find out. We'll find out. Sorry, I'm so indecisive. Nah. Nothing new. Nothing new. But I hope you all enjoyed. I hope this helped out. Yeah, we're going to keep it going at a later point. See, who is playing stuff that we can raid? Ah. Here's a lovely person. They be playing some DBD. They've been streaming longer than I have, but they may be ending here soon. But we'll go ahead and give them a little raid anyway. Let's do first a shout out. And get that message going. Anyway, anyone who comes across this video at a later point or is lurking in the background, I do hope you enjoyed. I do hope you take care. Please have yourself a wonderful day. I appreciate y'all. And hope to catch you around next time. Peace out, y'all. Why is it not wanting to raid? Why is it not wanting to raid? Let's try this another way then. You're unable to raid Supa at this time. Why? Why I can no raid Supa? I want to raid the Supa. We'll try one more time. If this don't work, then I'm just gonna end it. You're unable to raid Supa at this time. Alright, we're just ending it. Anyway, you guys have a great one. Take care now. Bye-bye then.